stage, hear the vibe. Pumped up to get ready for the fight. Big dreams, one chance, be the star. I'm the winner coming out of the dark. No fear, getting ready for the ride. Yeah, stepping into the light. No limit, aim high. No limit, the prize is mine.
Step out as a motivator. Let them know that the weight's up. That's how we know when we level up. Ay, that's how we know when we level up.
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? It's time, get up.
Back against the wall, still I'm standing tall. Know about the ball, I got my fan with me. All we know is ball to empty out the mouths. The chosen one they call, I take my fan with me. Know about it if you tell, know you're breaking codes. Want your credibility and all fall like dominoes. Can you really take a stance? All I wanna know. Need me real ones when it's time to go. Stepping in, elevator. This is to all the haters. That's all we know when we level up. Yeah, that's all we know when we level up.
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? It's time, get up. I found out I'm not alone. 'Cause I'm just like you. There's no failing when we fight. We're not afraid to. Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? It's time, get up.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the ESL Mobile Challenge. I'm your host, Paul InVerum Todd Kill, back for another week. And of course, today it's all about Brawl Stars. Let me welcome back my fantastic co-commentators, starting with one and only Echo Gaming. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing great. I'm excited for Brawl Stars. I saw the lineup for tonight, and it is going to be an amazing night. Some really great matches coming up. Thanks for having me, too.
Of course. Welcome back. As always, we got to welcome Ash to the show as well, because Echo was right, Ash. We have a pretty crazy lineup of matches in store.
Oh yeah, man, it's stacked. We're gonna be starting off strong tonight. So excited.
100%. But if you're just joining us now, you're not 100% familiar with what is going on. Basically, you're tuning into ESL Mobile, particularly the ESL Mobile Challenge, the culmination of so many months of hard work for so many players here in North America and actually around the globe, starting off and open and making it all the way to our top 8. There's a lot happening this season, so let's take a look at how it all works.
This is the ESL Mobile Challenge. Over the last few months, players have been competing in 2 stages of open play, climbing the ladders each month for their chance to make it to the play-ins. In the play-ins, these top teams fought it out, and the best have made it here, to the ESL Mobile Challenge. Here, they will compete against each other each week, testing their skills, their communication, and their teamwork, all to determine who deserves to advance to the finals. It is at these finals where we will crown one team the best in their region and the ESL Mobile Challenge champions.
And that's what it's all about, becoming the ESL Mobile Challenge champions, but in the meantime, making it to the finals. That's the more immediate task at hand for these squads, Echo. So let's take a look at the leaderboard and which teams are on their way to doing just that.
Let's have a look. Notice we have 2 teams tied up top at number 1 and number 2. I'm talking about Know You Esport and Revenge Tour. Then we have a bunch hanging out in the middle. O.O, Stamina Esports, both at 2 and 1. Vatra Gaming Gold 2 and 2. And surprisingly, Tribe Gaming down in the 6th spot at 1 and 2. Below them, also at 1 and 2, is Losers and Evil Space, yet to grab themselves a win. Some of these matchups coming up are gonna be looking juicy as well. Ash, why don't you take us through those?
Yeah, for our first matchup, Oh my goodness. Tribe Gaming versus Stamina Esports. Two of the best teams in North America, of course. Both of these teams have qualified into the Brawl Stars championships, whom are going to be competing next month, right? So this is epic matchup between two of the best in North America. And then we got Revenge Tour versus Tribe Gaming. Tribe Gaming getting no rest, 2 matchups in a row. That's going to be exciting to watch one of the premier teams in North America.
Absolutely, and they got Stamina coming up right after that. Oh me, oh my. We got ourselves quite a night ahead of us, but let's start things off. Ash, taking a look at these bans. Anything jumping out at you?
I mean, not really. I mean, Stamina is banning Sprout, which is a brawler you don't normally see being banned, but Tribe is known for their Sprout plays. That's one of their favorite brawlers, by the way, so it makes sense why they would ban Sprout. Now, the biggest thing here, eye opener, is that Brock is not banned, Ash is not banned. 2 really strong brawlers in the meta right now, so we might be seeing a lot of those in action in this matchup, as well as possibly Poco in combination with Ash. That would be deadly.
I mean, I'm surprised no Piper. She's not banned at all, but we know that Tribe is amazing with Piper. Let's have a look at Tribe's lineup right now. We have Zulon, Corey, and Tyrant. They're going to be going against the squad over at Stamina, including Bobby, OG, and Toonie. This is going to be one of my most anticipated matchups of the evening, and those bans surprised me. I don't know, they did. Looking right now, these are the stats from the first 2 weeks combined and all averaged out, and things look pretty even to me. InVerum, stats are pretty solid for both teams and pretty close.
They are, and the thing to keep in mind is that Tribe is doing this while having a losing record. So the fact that the stats are this close and Tribe, it doesn't have like an equal record, just shows how close those matches are and how good both of these teams are. I know these are 2 fan favorites for the NA crowd, so what better way to start off week number 3 with these 2, the NA reps going toe to toe, and then we got more Tribe, we got more Stamina. The night, oh, that's gonna keep heating up. I don't know. It's not gonna slow down. That is for sure. And I can't wait to get into this first match, Echo. We're in for a treat.
Yeah, we definitely are. I mean, I'm expecting this one to be solid and to go until the end. Back to those bans. I'm really surprised with how the bans went. I know, Ash, you weren't as surprised, but I mean, we've only seen Ash unbanned once, and it was against Tribe, if you recall, from last week. Piper, we know that Tribe goes crazy with Piper. No ban. That's more understandable. But Brock, he's been banned the entire mobile challenge. This is the first time that we've seen him unbanned. And Byron being banned, but not Poco. I don't know. Right. I thought it was weird.
Yeah, you're right about that. I guess they're trying to force Bobby to play. I mean, there could be mind games to it. Like, they're having Bobby play his Brock, because we know that's the specialty. Whenever Brock's not banned, Bobby's always playing that brawler, right? As for Ash, right? Like, now you got to keep in mind Ash is playable. And in previous week, we saw how Ash was not banned against Tribe, and they lost, right? They lost that matchup where there were like, you guys remember the Byron Ash combo multiple times, like in Gem Grab, and how Tribe lost that matchup. So interesting to see that, they opted not to ban Ash this time, and also banning Mortis instead, right? Mortis, one of the deadliest aggro brawlers in the game, just controls. Like, you can control it. Chain supers, creepy harvest is so overpowered. 1800 health recovery from a single kill. Yeah,
it can get pretty out of hand. But I think the thing that jumps out at me the most in this is that there are some very specific targeted bans that shut down certain types of compositions, but the overall big meta picks are still left open, which will allow both teams to play around in that. Let's take a look at it though as we get into it. Ash, Echo, take it away.
Yes, sir, and we're starting it out right here on Gem Grab. We have Tribe in blue down below and Stamina Esports up top in red. And as of right now, it looks like Tribe Gaming has pretty solid control of the midsection of the map, as they were up to a 3-on-2, but now times could be changing. Let's see. And look at this. We have Brock's on both sides. I guess this is something we're going to be able to expect throughout all of these rounds sets for the entire match, Ash.
Yeah, and one thing to really consider between both of these teams, they are long-range specialists. Every single one of them, man. Tyrant, Zulon, Second, Bobby, OG20. These guys are so good with long-range brawlers. Is Tyrant going to pick them up? He's thinking about, he's contemplating he might have to right now. He doesn't really want to because being an Amber, you don't really want to carry gems. It kind of inhibits what you can do aggressively.
Yeah, but you're right. He really didn't have the choice. You don't want to have your opponent have to be able to jump on in there and steal them.
Right.
So he had to grab it. Now they do have the 10, but it's split between 2 brawlers. Let's see if they're going to be able to hold on to them for the next 12 seconds, Ash.
Yeah, Second got super fortunate. He was able to survive with 28 hit points. Had he died right there, it would have resetted the gem countdown. It could have been a different story, but Stamina is going to be able to secure... I mean, not Stamina. Tribe is going to be able to secure the first round there. And obviously, his best 2 out of 3. They still got to win 1 more in gem grab.
You made me take a second look there. You said Sam. I'm like, what? What? Who? You confused me there, Ash. But yeah, Tribe looked really great there. And, Tribe has always been one of the fan favorites, known in NA as being one of the top teams. So them being down at the bottom of the leaderboards has been really surprising to many. Now, we've seen them still have their moments of shine, but a lot of times they haven't been able to clutch it in the end. This was definitely a moment of them shining. They basically controlled that entire round. But each game mode, you have to win 2 rounds to take the set, for those of you that are here for the first time. So there's going to be at least 1 more round to play to close out this set of gem grab. The question is Tribe going to be able to maintain that control? Can they do it again and take down set number 1?
Yeah, I was kind of surprised no Byron Ash, right, in this matchup. Not only that, Tyrant playing Amber, which also kind of surprised me. You don't often see Amber lane being played, but he played it so well too. He was able to win his lane, was able to also help against Bobby right there. Remember, he was the only one standing to pick up all the gems at the end, right? So he played Amber really well.
He did. And remember, Byron is banned, so they're not going to be able to do that Byron-Ash combo. But they can go... I mean, Poco-Ash combo could be a thing, too, no? That seems like it would possibly even work better.
Poco can work very well. I mean, like, if Stamina went with, like, Poco, Ash, and another tank, say, like a Rosa, for example, like, they would have had a much easier time against the matchup versus Belle, Brock, and Amber. But that's the tricky part. You never know, you never know what Tribe's gonna switch to next. And that's one thing we really know about Tribe is they love switching it up. They never like playing the same thing twice. They're always gonna switch up. Like, it might not be every single brawler, right? They might just switch up one brawler. Like, you never know. Maybe Zulon's gonna decide, hey, this time let's go with Jean mid, right, instead of Belle. Like, you never know.
Well, the way that we find out is to dive into another match, so let's go ahead and do that right now. And looks like things look pretty much the same down below for Tribe, but look at this, Toonie coming through with the Piper. I love it. I love it. Look at this, too. You have Toonie with Piper, and you got another sniper on the right. I can't see who's playing it, but okay, so definitely switch things up. OG. So, and they are... Well, they're in control right now, although Second just snuck around the bush, played a little bit of trickery there, and is going to allow Zulon to step on up and grab those first 3 gems. So, can Zulon hold down that middle lane and throw the support along the outside? We're going to have to see. Definitely trying to. Boom! Nice shot right there by Zulon as well, taking down Toonie and Toonie's Piper. But he's being safe. He's not stepping up here, Ash, to grab those extra gems. He's not being greedy. Yeah.
I mean, that's what makes Zulon one of the best mid players in the game, and in the world, I would say even. Like, he's so good with snipers. He's so good as a mid here, and you can see just constantly supporting his teammates on the lanes and just keeping a safe distance from the enemy snipers, keeping 7 gems without even getting tapped once, as you're seeing here. And Tyrant, magnificent job with his Amber, winning that lane once again. Is Zulon gonna grab it? That was kind of dangerous, and he's gonna go down, but then Second's gonna pick it up. Echo.
Yeah, second did pick it up. He didn't pick them all up. I wanted him to take every single one and run, but he played it safe, made sure he stayed alive, and now it's time to reset. For Stamina, they need to hold control of the middle of this map right now because it's do or die for this set right now. They can't allow Tribe to come on up, and we have Toonie doing his best as he can with that Piper, but look at this. Only one more gem needed by Tribe, and Toonie playing it safe. Didn't need to jump out of there, but did anyways, just to play it safe. OG is going to go up to mid, just try and draw some fire, and hopefully Toonie can go up and grab that gem. Well, there's two of them, one spawned right in front. This is a battle for the middle right here. There's some good strafing going on.
Yeah, this is a battle now. Tyrant did manage to pick that up, but it's not over yet. There's plenty of time for Stamina to grab a couple of gems and, you know, reset. I feel like Tribe retreated way too early here, and now Tribe's gonna be in the back end here. They're gonna have to work their way to getting control back over the mid.
I don't know if they realized that they didn't have enough gems to just run to retreat and win, because you're right, they typically don't retreat right away either. They're the team that holds, waits 5 seconds, and then goes. But look at this time. Yeah. They could grab 2 gems. No, they couldn't. They knew they weren't going to spawn in time, and Stamina ties up the set 1-1. So I guess they were just like a second or two short of that extra gem spawning, huh? 1
second, because that last gem, not the last one, the gem prior to the last one spawned 5 seconds. It takes 6 seconds to spawn, so they knew that they had to go full aggression right there to have a chance at resetting. And you know, but I do think the play before that play where Tribe got pushed back so quickly from the mid when they grabbed the 10th gem, if you recall, I felt like that might have been a misplay, right? You got 10 gems, the opposing team Stamina, they've got 8 gems. It's not enough. They can pick 2 more up with 12 seconds left remaining in the clock. They're going to be able to reset the countdown, right?
Yeah, and that's unlike Tribe, because we actually commented on that exactly last week, how Tribe does such a nice job of maintaining that control for an extra 5 to 6 seconds in any game mode before they decide to retreat to win. And this time, they did it just too early, which is unlike them. So I'm really wondering if they didn't realize how many gems the opponent had, but still, I feel like they would.
You know what else was unlike them? Like, you remember when I said Tribe is a team known for switching up comps all the time, right? And that time they didn't. They stuck with the same comp. Yeah. And guess what? They had a harder time because in the late game, if you're in Amber on the lane on the left, you can see why Tyrant was struggling. Was he lost his wall, no coverage, and he had to deal with 2 brawlers. On one in the mid, the Piper, and then Bobby with his Brock on the left, right? So there's no way for him to move up against that, all right? And that's where he struggled in the late game, couldn't get control back in time and win it. So that was also like something we normally don't see of Tribe. Maybe they're gonna switch out Amber, maybe play the long range game, or possibly bring in the Poco Ash combo. No,
I mean, you could say that, but I think if they would have held down the center of the map for a few more seconds, that they would have won that as well. Like, Amber was making amazing plays, you know, hopping in the middle. I think it was close. Yeah, we're gonna see if they switch it up right now, and they did not switch it up. They did not switch it up, but we do have Stamina switching out the Piper for a Jean to play mid. Toonie's on Piper, and look at this. We have an Amber on the right-hand side as well, so it's a similar matchup besides Zulon and besides Toonie. Reminding everyone, catching you all up, whoever wins this round right now will take the set and have the early advantage in this match.
Right. Also interesting to note, OG switching to Amber on his lane, having a hard time against, you know, Second and Zulon both helping each other against OG. OG having a hard time moving up because of that choke point. Same with his teammates Bobby and Toonie getting pushed back. And in a map like this, you really don't want to lose control like this and get spawn trapped because of the choke points here.
Did you see that nice long-range snipe that Zulon had right around the corner? Really nicely done. And I love this is Tribe showing complete domination, trapped back at the spawn. They can't do anything with it. OG trying his best to stay free, and we have Tyrant being double teamed just so they can try and gain some position. But I don't think that Jean has the power. I think that's what it is. I think Zulon's just making him pay every time he tries to come up and take a shot. But this is going to be the 9th gem if he can grab that one. Oh my goodness. goodness. Wow.
Yeah, just complete control the entire game. Tuni did miss a critical pull with his super. And that's the thing about Gene, you know, like you got his super, you miss it, you miss your chance. Things can go off pretty quickly as Tribe is gonna be able to take the first set.
Yes, they did, and in commanding fashion. They weren't retreating that time, Ash. They stuck right there in the middle and waited until the end. Set number 1 goes to Tribe. Game. Let's bring back InVerum, see if he was as impressed with Tribe that time around as we were.
I think so. I actually was kind of surprised there. I felt like Tribe was in a really good spot in that second round. They kind of made some positional errors, lost control. You noted on it as well, Ash, at the end, that once you get trapped back in your spawn, it's very tough. And then I'm surprised that after that win, after Stamina identified the weaknesses and the potential issues with Tribe's comp, they went and drafted part of that themselves and maybe even took some of those own weaknesses into their own compositions, some less favorable lane matchups themselves. I'm a little bit surprised. The Gene I can kind of see making sense, but you have to hit those supers. But the Amber on their own, I don't necessarily, I mean, obviously Tyrant did a fantastic job, but I don't necessarily feel like Tyrant was the most impactful element of all this. It really felt like it was a synergy between Zulon and Seconds. So again, I'm kind of surprised that at the end, Stamina opted to make that call, and in the end, I think gave Tribe not an easy win, but that last one, I mean, that's textbook. That's how the comp is supposed to be played, and it didn't feel like Stamina gave themselves any options to pull themselves out of it. And, oh, hey, we're jumping into some fun.
What's with this?
Oh, hey.
Oh, nice.
There
Something
we go.
new.
Hey. How did that get in there?
Yeah, you nailed it.
Look, our replay operator clearly didn't want to witness what happened to Stamina here at the end, because it was Ash, it was not pretty.
Oh, wow.
No,
Look at these stats here as well. 23 kills to 5 of Stamina. That's insane. I mean, you don't even need to look at the other stats right now. Just the kills are so off balance, but also the damage done and the healing done. Ash, this is a crazy differential here.
Yeah, considering Stamina did not get swept here. They won one, but only 5 kills total to win it. Oh man, that's a drastic difference between these two teams in this matchup. And you nailed it too, InVerum. That Gene pick mid plus with Amber OG, something we don't really see often. Like we never see OG playing Amber, right? Like why go away from the comp that was working out prior? It feels like they overthought it. They were overthinking. They're like, yeah, Tribe played the same comp twice. They're not going to do it again because they never do this. But that's the beauty of playing mind games, right? Tribe playing the same comp 3 times in a row, even after they lose, something we never ever see them do.
Yeah, and that's maybe part of the reason why they won. The opponent was not anticipating it. But now it's time for Bounty. And as we've seen in the past, Tribe thrives in Bounty. Let's see if they're going to be able to maintain the advantage going into this set, and if they're going to be able to hold that small lead 1-0 that they have right now. Anything standing out that you see right now from comps besides OG rocking that Poco?
Yeah, man, this comp by Stamina is super interesting. Poco, Sandy, and Max. You got speed support, heal support, invisibility support with your Sandy. That's a crazy comp.
It's like an all support setup, but look at this. They have Tribe spawn trapped, and wow, I mean, they're looking really good with this unconventional comp. I like it.
But the thing here, Echo, and for most viewers, is you got to remember with a comp like that, you're going to have strong aggressive starts in Bounty, but it's only going to get tougher because you're going to be accumulating a lot of stars. So right now, if like, say Bobby goes down here, he's going to be giving away 5 stars and a blue. So even with such a great comp for, just aggression, you can't relax. There's still 40 seconds left.
I 100% agree. But who goes down when you have a Poco, right? I mean, if you have Poco, you just never die. But Tuni doing a decent job just trying to get his super up. He could use that at any point in time. OG's escaping, saving himself from going down. But now Tribe is starting to push Stamina back. And Tyrant, and look, the mortar is down. And that's going to be...
the play prior to that where OG saved his super, that was big because now allows him to secure the win here. Having that, you know, super to keep his teammate alive or himself is such a big lead to overcome at this point. So super well played by Stamina by a very, very unconventional comp like you never see in Bounty. Worked out beautifully there.
I've never seen that comp, and that wouldn't be one that I would think of using either. But it seemed to work out there. But if I've learned anything from you and from being here with all these pro players, it would be that they're not going to use that one again. That was a one-time trick to try and see if Tribe's going to be able to handle it. Right. Well, you're shaking back and forth. You think they're going to use it again? I don't think so.
Possible. It's possible, but again, like knowing Stamina, just knowing, I don't think they are. I agree with you in that. Like, I don't think they're going to run the same thing twice, but it's more of a bait. It's more about like baiting your enemy, like baiting Tribe to play something now to counter that so that they can counter that, right? Now, you also have to remember Tribe in that prior matchup, right, in Gem Grab, they won because they won the mind game, right? They stuck with the same comp 3 times. That's what won them that final time because Stamina thought they were going to switch to something totally different, right? And they lost because Stamina didn't have the range to deal with Tribe's comp, right? So... Yep. I don't know what's in store here. Echo, this is a crazy matchup. We know both teams are just playing crazy mind games right now, just going you know, reverse psychology on each other. It's really gonna come down to like, you know, who plays it better, who plays the mind game better. We know Tribe is like one of the best at it. I do think Tribe's gonna definitely switch to something else though. No, they don't.
They didn't. So now, but Stamina did. I was gonna say if Stamina keeps the comp, anticipating Tribe keeping the same comp, then they could have a fairly possible easy win again. But let's see. I mean, Stamina OG with that tick gonna just continuously spam and keep back everyone on Tribe with those mines. You got Bobby playing Brock, and again, Tribe is back in their spawn to start things out right now. Not the position they want to be in. Bobby just laying missiles down there, opening up the wall as well.
Yeah, I do like Stamina's comp more than Tribe here, mainly because of the tick. Even when you have Brock in play and the ability to open up walls, tick is still so strong on this map, even with that. And as you can see, big lead by Stamina 5-0. I do think Tribe's they're gonna have a hard time, especially because they have to deal with this tick.
It's so crazy how one brawler, and such a fragile one at that, can be such a game changer and really like determine the outcome of something. But I guess we have to first see if tick is actually going to determine the outcome. Tyrant is doing a pretty decent job staying away from the mines. He did go down once, but he's doing a fair job right now. But those tick mines continuously come from OG. We got second with the kill as well, just trying to gain a little bit back. And now Stamina stuck back in their spawn. Can they get themselves out, or are they going to be stuck? This is where Tick is going to be able to hopefully spam them back.
Wow. Double kill right there, by the way. Second has been purely amazing with his Brock, outplaying Bobby on the left lane every single time. But as we say that, Bobby with some big shots, and then Toonie with the gadget homemade recipe to finish off. Take a 1 lead with 12 seconds left, Echo. But the problem here is Stamina is getting backed up, and you know what happens when you get backed up in Bounty?
Yeah, I know. They go ham on you in the last 5 seconds, and usually it turns things around, and it does right there as... No, it didn't! Piper jumped. I thought she was taken out, but no, she didn't. She jumped over the shot, and that ties it up right. Actually, no, that was Stamina winning it right there.
That was Stamina winning it.
Wow.
They're going to take the bounty set just like that. I was pretty worried right there at the end, them getting pushed back. Toonie having his super just on time, jumped, with about 2 seconds left, was able to escape that. But could have been a totally different story, Echo, had there been 1 more second in this game, right? Like, Toonie would not have been able to, comfortably jump right there had he not had just enough time. That was crazy.
That's what happens in Bounty. Let's bring back... Hey, InVerum, I was just about to call you in here. But yeah, that was exactly opposite of what I was saying about how Tribe thrives in Bounty. Not that they didn't do well, but they didn't win.
No, and I think that was just super well played from Stamina. That was the read. I mean, we talk about the idea of teams being able to get the read on their opponents. I mean, they came out with something unconventional And I think you're absolutely right, Ash. If that second game had gone on much longer, I think it would have been tried tying it up. But in the end, it's actually Stamina tying things up in terms of sets, 1-1 in our overall best of 5. So huge play coming in from them, showing that they can play these scrappy comps. And honestly, I think basically matching Tribe in terms of overall team synergy, which is a statement, because this is something we often praise Tribe for, is how well they're able to react split-second situations, getting those pinches, but last minute or last literal second situations like that is what allowed Stamina to come out on top. Nearly identical in terms of damage, but Stamina able to confirm those kills, and that's the kind of team play that I am talking about, able to coordinate the damage just that little bit better. And Echo, I mean, we got ourselves a series on our hands.
Oh, we do, and it looks like the stats kind of flip-flopped a little bit from one game mode to the next. But something else I wanted to bring up, and I'm going to actually pass it off to Ash here, because Ash, you brought this up earlier on before the show even started. Stamina and Tribe, these are the representatives of North America. So why don't you kind of fill everyone in on how big this is for these two teams to play each other?
I think this is absolutely huge. Now, it also, like, it's hard to say how big these teams are taking it, because you don't want to give away too much, of course, with just 1 month left, right, from World Championship. We know these teams are going to be probably facing each other, right? So, but at the same time, you got to take this very seriously. This is your rival, right? It's like this is the biggest rivalry in North America, Tribe versus Stamina.
I guess we're going to find out who's going to come out on top. There's a lot riding on this one for both teams. For Tribe in particular, they need to get this win. They need to even up this record. So, Echo, I'll send it over to you. Let's get into this.
Yeah, I mean, I look at this as us lucky. Like, we're getting to watch two of the representatives of North America right now for the championships right here in the ESL Mobile Challenge. Just getting them to, show a little bit about what they can do. It's kind of a treat if you ask me. But right now, Tribe is down below in blue and Stamina is up top in red, and they're on Heist, on Hot Potato. And comps are a little bit different. We're not seeing any Rico over there for Stamina.
Yeah, and I do think Tribe does have the advantage because of that, having 3 brawlers with long-range capability. And Rico on this map as a lane or even as a mid is just so dominant. So that's why you're seeing Toonie struggle as a Stu. He just doesn't have the range, and that's why he's just constantly getting picked on, just bullied by these long-range brawlers, giving Tribe a huge advantage.
Yeah, they do have a huge advantage, really beating things down and spawn trapping them. But one positive thing, Toonie, upon respawning with that shield, was going in front of the safe to try and protect it from getting any extra damage. I thought that was a great play, just being, heads up that he was invincible, take the hits instead of his safe. Although right now, like you said, he just can't get close, and he's just trying to work his way up there. But Toonie is stuck back, and if Tribe goes on to win this round right here, I would definitely anticipate that being a brawler switch right there. Look at him just trying to hide behind boxes, getting picked on by everyone. So, Tyrant takes him down finally.
Yeah, he did buy a lot of time for his teammates, Bobby and OG. Unfortunately, they couldn't move up there. There's still time left, 47 seconds left. So if Stamina can make some big plays here, get that final push, because we all know how, big final pushes in Heist can be, they might have a chance. But at the same time, they're still taking heavy fire here.
Yeah, they are. I just keep watching Second just get shots on that safe over and over. Tyrant as well. Zulon about to go down, but stays alive, retreats back. But now look at this. This is that push. But can they throw 50% damage plus onto a safe right now? It's a 2-on-1. Is Brock have his super? What's going on here? Is he going to be? Are they going to be able to put it on?
No, it's not.
Looks like it's going to be short. Toonie can get in there on Second right now, but no, you're right. A good valiant effort by Stamina to get on in there in the end, but not enough. So the first round is going to go back to Tribe, and as you mentioned, they were just probably out-comped from the get-go there, just not able to get that close range with the Stu.
Yeah, also kind of surprised right there why Toonie would not go with Gas to heal star power. So when he was using that super, he was finally able to make some aggressive plays at the end. Unable to heal. Had he been able to heal, it could have kept his team alive for longer. Got a stronger late game push possibly. But yeah, the comp definitely didn't work out for Stamina right there. Just Stu versus a Rico lane. That's a losing battle every single time on this map. You're just not gonna be able to beat Rico like that. So, we're definitely, I'm positive that we're going to see Toonie switch out Stu. Maybe we'll see a mirror because both comps looked really solid minus the Stu. What do you think, Echo?
I wonder if Stamina is one of those teams, and you know them really well. Are they one of those teams that come out with those? And we already saw them come out with one crazy one. But are they the Poco double tank type team or the triple tank team? Could they pull something like that out of their back pocket?
Not on Heist, but they are. I think they are starting to evolve into that. Like in the previous season, they weren't. They were just so focused on long range combat. And as I'm talking about the aggro,
look at Tribes.
Tribe, that's okay.
We never see them do something like this. This is different, and I love it. You know, I love it when something like this goes down. And Tyrant getting a few early shots on the safe. So they actually did mirror Tribes. I'm talking about Stamina. They mirrored Tribes comp, but then Tribe came through with what I was saying that Stamina should come through with, something similar. So wow, this is all about the mind games. But right now it actually looks like Stamina could have an advantage here. And look at them getting the shots in the safe. Stamina is really keeping this heavy comp in control so far.
Right, but that's the thing though, when you're playing against triple aggro comp like Edgar, BB, and Daryl, no matter how hard you try, they just keep, it seems like they can just keep coming at you. And if you look at the scoreboard, even though Stamina's getting some crazy kills and damage, they're still behind, right?
Yeah.
Just goes to show how dominant, double tank with the Edgar can be. I kind of want to say Edgar as that, but he's not a tank. This is more like a triple aggro comp rather than like a triple tank comp.
Yeah, I agree. He's definitely not a tank, but he definitely is a very aggressive brawler that can throw down some damage. I think I'm going to make my own pro team, and I'm going to call it Tanks Only, and that's all I'm ever going to run because, man, it is really fun to watch, but it's still close, except for Zulon. I've never seen Zulon play an Edgar. It's actually fun to watch, but look, they're keeping them off the safe. Second is going down. Zulon.
Big plays.
They just took out the entire team. Now, can they get some damage on this safe? That's the question.
Yeah, Toonie's going God mode with his Rico, by the way, getting some crazy valley, crazy supers nonstop, and then using that super bouncy to stay alive. This is going to be close, Echo. There's 30 seconds left. It's going to come down to which team can get the final push here. There's 24 seconds left.
And it looks like the tankier squad should be able to get that final push, if you ask me. And it's a 1% difference on the safe right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Watch out. Tyrant's going to get his super very soon, and he's going to roll in. You got to be careful. If you're Toonie, you want to get that super.
Oh. 1%.
There's just, Toonie did get the
difference.
super at the end, but did not enough time for him to use it. And Tribe is going to escape Echo with 1%. They're going to take the Heist set.
They took it. And, let's bring back InVerum. We talked about earlier how this is going to be a really good matchup back and forth. And that's what we're seeing so far. I love that play by Tribe. It's just kind of not what we're used to seeing from them.
That was fun. I don't know how else to describe that. That was just a lot of fun. The mind games there at the end. Can you do that last percent? And the challenge up there, like, oh, will you? Won't you? Can't you do it? And I got to give props. Like, moments there at the end where I thought maybe Tribe wasn't going to have enough. Stamina was playing it incredibly well, but this was just a battle of wills, I think, as much as anything from both of these teams, testing how far can the other team go, really pushing them to their limits. And I'm not really even seeing necessarily moments of individual mechanical outplay. It really comes down to those moments where the teams step up together. This is really showcasing why at the highest level of play, this is so much a team game, because all these players are so close, evenly matched. Even that moment there, the second you think you can step up 1 second further, no, you're going to get double teamed, you're going to get shut down, you're going to get denied. And again, really, really impressed by both of these teams. Echo, this one could have gone either way.
Yeah, I'm actually impressed with Stamina, how well they played together to team up to try and keep these tanky brawlers away from their safe. The tanks just kept on coming, and they did a very good job keeping them away. I mean, 1% difference there. Looking at the kills, things look fairly even. Actually, Stamina had more kills, but Tribe was able to come through and just beat down that safe more, and that's what it comes down to in this game mode. Ash, the stats yell anything out to you?
Yeah, it's crazy, right? You'd think Stamina would win it because more kills, significantly more damage, almost like 70,000 more. But that goes to show like the power of tanks. They take damage, you know, they're willing to take damage, and you can get kills off of these tanks or aggro brawlers, but they're just gonna keep coming. Right? It's not about this, it's about aggression. And I think that's a learning lesson for a lot of viewers in Heist. A lot of times you can just, you know, freely play aggro a lot of times without having to worry about dying sometimes, because you want to the game of Heist is about control, and sometimes if you're the team that's pushing the other team back, you're in control.
That is true. And I mean, they were in control, and as you mentioned, they did just keep on coming no matter what Stamina was able to do. But you know what? Let's try out Hot Zone. We've been seeing a back and forth depending on the game mode, which that would mean this should go in favor of Stamina. But will it? That is the question. Will this go to the final or not? And something that we didn't mention right here is this is very important for Tribe for two reasons. One, to pull themselves further up in the leaderboard because they're down below. And second is they have a match right after this match. So if they can go in off of a win, feeling good and confident, that's going to, in my opinion, have them fare better in their next matchup that we have in a little bit as well. So this one is really important for them.
Yeah, those are some big plays by Tyrant. Chaining his supers with his 2, and then the second dropping that super over the mid. That's going to be big as well because it opens up a bunch of the bushes, a lot of the area. Makes it harder for Stamina to make any sneaky plays. Tooney's going to drop his super through the mid. That's going to keep Zulon back, who's also taking damage from the Electro Pulse. Second's going to open up this wall because he's had enough of that. He's going to use his range advantage to, you know, defeat Amber, because Amber's not going to be able to outplay a Bell and a Brock.
And they both go down in mid right now. Tribe has that control. They're gaining that percentage, but they're not too far behind. But Stamina is encroaching quickly. Tyrant goes down. Nice shot right there by OG. Zulon still in the hot zone. Traps galore placed in there. The whole thing is trapped on up. And OG, low in health, can't really make the push up there without getting himself in a little bit of danger. So right now, Tribe is in pretty good control.
I'm just so impressed by the marksmanship between Zulon and Second. Their teamwork here with the two long-range brawlers and how they're able to just maintain control every single time, not die. Like, they're low, but they're doing so well, not dying, keeping control. And that gave them a significant lead here, about a 45% lead, which is going to be hard for Stamina to overcome because there's only 54 seconds left.
Yeah, there's not a lot of time, but if they can get themselves in control of that zone, it is not over just yet. But look at this. OG is targeted, going to take more damage now from any shots. Easier to take him down, but he takes down Zulon. Nice play, but then Tyrant comes through. Oh, look at this. Tyrant just goes down as well. Bobby coming in strong. Only 30 seconds left.
Is there enough time? Even if Stamina gets full control here, can they get enough to overcome this huge deficit? I don't think so. Nope, that's game Echo. There's just not enough time for Stamina.
I'm wondering where this Tribe came from and where they've been, because they are looking really solid right now.
Man.
Doing a nice job controlling most of that round right there. And they are one round away from pulling in the set and from pulling in the entire match. And then having a 3-second rest and going into another one.
Yeah, that match right there, of course, Tyrant was doing his job on the left with Stu, just maintaining control. But Zulon and Second, the teamwork between these two, unparalleled, man. Like, they stayed alive for so long while controlling the mid and the right side. Once, the moment Second opened up that wall, it was over for Stamina. Their Amber just couldn't handle it anymore. She's got no coverage, no walls, and just the just the marksmanship, the accuracy, the precision between Zulan and Second together. It's crazy how good these guys are.
It's a solid pairing for sure. And a few things that I want to note. We haven't really seen much Piper tonight at all, which I thought we would. And even though Ashe wasn't banned, we've seen no Ashe whatsoever,
Right.
which is surprising. Especially, I mean, I don't know if the maps lend themselves well to an Ashe, but Tribe lost in a heavy Ashe gameplay match last week. Made us think that maybe they didn't practice much against it or whatnot. Do you think that could be a game changer here for Stamina?
Yeah, I mean, remember, if you want to use Ashe, you gotta use him with like in conjunction to a healer, and like the best healer, the best long range healer, Byron, is banned, and that's why you're not seeing Ashe. Because otherwise, you're gonna struggle. Even with Ashe, if you're gonna go Poco, you're gonna have a range problem there. You know, with Poco and Ashe, just not enough range. But you can still make it work. Okay, you can still make it work. I guess Stamina just doesn't want to, I guess. I'm not sure why. But it can still work, especially in a map like this, Ring of Fire. We've seen it time and time again. When you have snipers versus healers, healers often win. And that's because healers have, more survivability, even if they're taking fire, even if they're taking damage.
They have healing power, man. It's just continuous regeneration, which I personally really like. But Stamina has to do something. We could talk all day about what they should do. What have they thought about doing this? Well, what they need to do is win the next round. That's
One thing they could do is not use Amber. I think we're definitely not going to see Amber again. She was just struggling heavily on the right side against two long-range brawlers. So I don't think we're going to see her. We're probably going to see... just knowing these two teams, we mentioned it many times, they love the long range, right? And they're not afraid to play against each other in the long range rather than countering. So we might see Stamina.
There's Piper.
There's the healer combo that we've been talking about.
There is the healer combo. Oh, look at this. A lot of healing going on. I actually like this right here. Colonel Ruff's in there with Bobby. You got Poco going to continuously heal. You got Pam. She's got the tankage. She's got the healing power when she gets her super. This is all looking really nice. I like this comp by Stamina.
Yeah, and remember, this comp is so strong against sniper comps or long-range comps, and that's what Tribe's running. If Tribe can overcome this, that would be incredibly impressive if they can beat Stamina in this comp.
I just love, and I remember seeing this comp last week, and I was impressed by it. Now Pam, her healing station remains up, but it goes down right there. The longer it's up, the longer she can get the benefit as well as the team. But she's about to go down. Tooney backs up, stays alive with his Pam, and Ruff's throwing those sandbags, trying to get a little bit of safety. And look at this Tribe trying to sneak their way into mid, but Pam all healed up, ready to go ham on him. Ham with Pam.
She's just too thick, Echo. And then Bobby supporting them with Colonel Ruffs and the supers, just keeping them alive. Look at the huge percentage lead by Stamina. Even though they're going to get pushed back here, so much time, so much heal for them. They can definitely push him back, get control back. And as I'm saying that, Tribe's starting to heat up.
Yeah, they are. And actually, I think that may have been the first kill for them in this round right now. But now that, look at this, Stamina's back. They're making that push again. They have a heavy comp. They can but Ruffs goes down again. Bobby not able to stay alive, getting sniped out by Zulan. But look at this. Pam's just going to continuously spray right into the hot zone. And Poco going to try and sneak around. Go back door on Zulan right here. Oh, doesn't get it done though.
I love that play by OG though. That's he's gonna go down. But big thing right now, Stamina in control of the mid. So much time left. 1 minute left. OG's gonna make his way back. Same with Tyrant. And it's big for OG because he's got that heal to keep his teammates alive just for a little longer here. This is gonna be huge. The team that can get the final control. Holy
Tribe
cow.
just took out 2. Double kill.
Holy
Triple
cow.
kill. The whole squad is down.
The whole squad is down. There's still time left, Echo. If they can get full control here, which Stamina can definitely do so with this comp they're running, they can still win it.
Oh my gosh! And they're holding it down. Can they stay alive? But no, it's a 2-1.
No, it's just
that's
a 3
gonna be
on
it.
1 now. That is game. What?
Wow.
Wow.
Tribe taking the entire match right there. I thought Stamina was going to be able to push through in that round right there, but no, it goes to Tribe overall, taking down Stamina in the first match of the night. Let's bring back InVerum. Tribe, they got their win.
I mean, not only did they get their win, they did it in style. They played so clean. Tyron at the end there, just nuts play, incredible aggression, constantly capitalizing on openings that the two teammates created. They didn't give them a chance to reset. They kept peppering them with shots. You can heal, sure, but you're not going to really be resetting those HP bars. I mean, Tyrant to me on the flank constantly, I think had to be my MVP on this one. It's so easy to watch the snipers and, you know, look at those big plays and those big shots and the big damage and just sort of get sucked into that. But Tyrant on the flank, you can constantly see was the one to execute off the back of it. And because of that play not being free, look at this. Look at that aggression. That's what opened up the rest of the map. That's what allowed the team to push in there, get those percent. And in the end, Tribe Gaming able to win the whole darn thing. This is the team we've been waiting for. This is the team we've been looking for. This was the team we were promised coming into this mobile challenge season as one of the best in North America, the team that everyone else fears. And they showed us why here. Echo, this was one heck of a way to start the night.
Yeah, they really did look good, and not only did they win this match, but now they're going in to the next match with their heads held high, with some confidence on the right foot. They have some momentum right now, which could really do well for them as they get into that next match. Let's take a look at these stats, and my goodness, the kills, 68 kills to the 45 that Stamina was able to pull in. More damage by Tribe, less healing though by Tribe, but overall, Tribe dominated. Tribe brought in the win.
Yeah, Tribe with lots of long-range combat brawlers. That's why they were able to accumulate so much damage, not enough heal, of course, because Stamina went with a more of a healer route with a lot of their comps, like Final Comp, Poco, Pam. Then they also went with Poco, Sandy, Max in one of those bounty games. Incredibly impressed by Tribe, by the way. That's the first time in ESL and in this whole tournament that we've seen a sniper comp defeat a Poco Pam comp on this map, Ring of Fire. That was the first time, and they did it with just about 6% difference, right? In order to win that, you need super good accuracy, super good precision, and teamwork, because everyone's got to be on the same page, shooting at the same brawler to beat that. If everyone is shooting at a different brawler, you're not gonna kill it. You're not gonna get kills. And we saw, openings open up because, they got roughs down. They took out Bobby, who was a roughs, multiple times, giving them a 3v2, and that's what opened doors for them to get control over the mid.
And now you've got me thinking if we can dig up an accuracy stat in all this and see what these players' individual accuracy. I mean, that would be pretty cool. Maybe we'll see what we can do. But I know what you could do at home in the chat. You could hit !TikTok in that chat. You can check it out. We got some videos up there now. Funny, actually. I'm not a big TikTok person, but I appreciate what we're doing over there. Shout out to the social team for the ESL Challenge. They have some content they're putting up there, but that is only our first match of the night. If you're a fan of Tribe Gaming, you need to stick around because they are coming up next, and the action is not going to stop. We're going to do a short break. When we come back, more matches. See you soon. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the ESL Mobile Challenge. I'm InVerum. That's Echo and Ash. We just saw our first match of the night as Tribe Gaming was able to take down Stamina Esports. Oh, my goodness. Already one storied matchup over with tonight. And I've got to be honest, Echo, like, I was almost it was close, but I was almost expecting to be closer. I feel like Tribe sort of leveled up from the last time we saw them.
They definitely did level up. I love the sound effect right there too. They definitely did level up because in my predictions, this is the first time ever I've predicted against Tribe. I even felt bad doing it, but I did. Oh, no. And now, I mean, they're making me pay. I think that's exactly why this all changed. It was all about my predictions. They must have seen it on Twitter, and they said, well, if Echo's saying that, we need to show him what's up. And that's what went down, because they definitely leveled themselves up, and they looked great right there. They look like the Tribe that we know in the back of our minds, the Tribe that we love, and I think they're going to bring it again this next match.
Yeah, that's the most exciting thing. We get to see them again playing against another amazing team in Revenge Tour, by the way. Alec, Jigsaw, Raz. This is going to be another thriller.
100%. Let's take a look at what the rest of the night has in store for us here. Revenge Tour Tribe, and then Stamina. They get a little bit of a break. They get to shake that one off, but then the night doesn't get easier for them because they get to go up against O.O, who've also been looking stellar. Then we get more Revenge Tour, No You, and Vatra. An absolutely stacked night of games. This one in particular, I feel like, answers a lot of questions that we have about where teams really are, where they really should be stacking up in our overall leaderboards. But as we get back into this next one, Ash, let's take a look at the maps. Let's take a look at the bans.
Yeah, check it out, man. Revenge Tour, you know they were watching. They were watching second with his Brock. They were watching second with his Rico, Zulan with his Rico, right? That's why they banned those brawlers. Tribe is going to ban Buzz and Mortis, two of the best aggro brawlers we've been seeing getting banned time and time again. Now, this also opens doors for brawlers like Byron and Ash, because hey, guess what? This time Byron is not banned, right? Ash is not banned. So I'm kind of excited to see that.
Something I'm noticing is that it seems like Tribe likes to just take out those aggro brawlers, ones that can really mess up their game. Speaking of, we have Revenge Tour, Alec 26, Jigsaw and Raz are on the roster here tonight. And for Tribe Gaming, I know we just saw them, but let's give them that respect again. Zulan, Corey, and Tyrant. Let's see if they're going to be able to do it again, match after match. They look great in the last one. And when we're looking at our stats from the culminating weeks, the averages we have, it looks like things are pretty close, although Revenge Tour seems to have a slight advantage over Tribe. But how about the new Tribe, the Tribe that we saw here tonight? Things could change.
Exactly. The new Tribe, a lot more intimidating this week, just defeating Stamina in such a commanding fashion.
Is it the new Tribe or is it the old Tribe? That's my question. That's the question.
I
guess we're gonna find out, because I don't want to talk anymore. I want to give this over to you guys. Echo, Ash, let's get this going.
It's the old, by the way. I misspoke right there. But look what Revenge Tour is coming out with. Triple tank right off the bat. Things that Tribe doesn't love dealing with, but it looks like they're dealing with it. Actually, I'm sorry. I take that back. Tribe is rocking the triple tank. Revenge Tour is coming through with more of a control.
Right, and the biggest thing to note here is, even though Revenge Tour got such a great start with the kills, they're on the defensive end. Now, they do have 3 bolts in hand right now. They got to get some control if they want to get a push going. The other thing to also note is Revenge Tour does not have a wall breaker. They don't have any way to open an entry point through the mid, even if they get a push.
True. And I like that Lollipop was just taken down by second as well. But I love that Tribe has been rocking these different comps that they're not typically running. Let's see if it pays off for them this time around, though, as it looks like also, Tribe is up on bolts right now, but it's going to be close.
If I'm Revenge Tour right now, I would be pretty happy with my position right now. You got Alec, who's got his super to drop on the bot, And you know, that bot's not gonna it's not gonna survive for too long. It's not gonna do much. But the main challenge right now for Revenge Tour, they gotta get control. They gotta grab some bolts. If they can get full control over one lane, that would be massive. Being able to pick up just enough bolts to get this final push, because all they need right now is 16% damage, and right now they got really good control over the left side and mid. So if they can just grab a few bolts safely, Echo, Revenge Tour could walk away with this.
It's hard to do anything safely when you have a bunch of tanks in the middle just getting in your face. But to be honest with you, they're doing a nice job of it. 7-8-7.
Oh, wow. With just one bolt, Echo. 9-8. They're going to get the final push. And now all they need is 16%. But remember what we talked about. They don't have any way to open an entry through the mid because they have no wall breaker. But look at Goatsaw, a.k.a. Jigsaw. He's going to drop that super over the wall. And then he can also ignite it with his super.
There it is.
Game point.
Wow. I thought they were going to be able to stop that bot. I really did. But they weren't. And Revenge Tour comes in, defeating the triple tank of Tribe. In the beginning of that round, I actually had it backwards. I thought that Revenge Tour was rocking the triple tank. But no, it was Tribe. And it's not often that we see that go down, but it did this time.
It just goes to show the evolution of Tribe. They are a much bigger force right now. Last season, in their spring season, we didn't really see much of Tribe running tanks. Like almost not at all, right? This season, we're starting to see a lot more heavier tank comps, Edgar with double tanks and all this by Tribe. And when they master that, I feel like they're a different animal or different beast, whatever you want to call it.
Well, you can't be predictable if you're one of the best in North America, right? And everyone knows that you're about that sniper game or that you're about a certain type of gameplay. They can figure out ways to get advantage over that gameplay. So
we should be talking about Revenge Tour because they're the ones that defeated the triple tank comp here, which we normally don't see teams beating triple tank in Siege. Because they didn't go with the counter comp, Echo. They went with Bell, Leon, Amber. These are not heavy counter anti-triple tank counter comp. They just played it so well. They knew their positioning. They knew that they just needed the final push. Just one push to win it. That's what got them the win.
That's a great point as well. I mean, Revenge Tour did come out on top in that round, but Tribe, they're most likely going to move themselves away from a triple tank comp, go with something a little bit more standard or more, more normal, I would say. And let's see if they can pull it in with that type of a comp, or if Revenge Tour is going to gain that advantage yet again. And looks like I was right. They did go back to something that they were maybe a little bit more comfortable with.
Yeah, especially in Factory Rush, running short-range brawlers is tough. It's difficult because it's such an open map. You got such an open area in the mid, and the lanes, you got lots of choke points. Second's going to win his lane with Spike. Spike's one of the best lanes, especially against the Stu. Spike's going to have a big advantage. But here's the thing. Revenge Tour is going to get the first push. Now, Raz might be running the... Yeah, he is running the wall breaks gadget. So, no, he's not. He just placed his speed gadget behind that wall. So it's good. It's great positioning for Revenge Tour because they got control. They got Lollipop down. They got Stu's speed support down. This is looking good for Revenge Tour right now.
Yeah, Jigsaw just doing a nice job going in the invisibility, jumping in that speed, and just trying to pick bolts and doing a great job of it. I love how he's just running the ring and just maintaining that invisibility. They have no idea, or they had no idea where he actually was, but now they do, and things are tied up.
This is the question, though. Oh, no. So this is what I'm concerned about, Echo, is because Revenge Tour is going to get this push, they need to capitalize on it or get enough so they can maintain control. Because if Tribe can defend this, get a counter push with just enough balls, they can take this. So it is still, it can go either way here.
Only 5% of the Ike was taken down, which means Revenge Tour needs to pick some bolts, and they need to pick them quickly because they are in a disadvantage right now. Actually, they're catching up fairly quickly. That's going to be 5 right there if he can hold on to it. If Jigsaw does, that's going to be 6, I believe, for Tribe. I mean, for Revenge Tour. I'm sorry.
Jigsaw's
No.
gonna go down, but it doesn't matter because there's not enough time for Tribe to pick enough bolts up. There's just not enough time. Revenge Tour is gonna get the final push as well,
Wow.
and they're gonna take it. Tyrant trying to make a sneak play, but we know Goto. He's not gonna let him. That's gonna do it, Echo. Wow.
Wow, that is it's a 1-2 punch right there, and Revenge Tour coming out on top in Siege. This is the one game mode we did not see played in the first match. It was going to be the final if it went to a final round, a final set, but it didn't. But congratulations, Revenge Tour, for taking in the first set and putting Tribe on their heels early on. InVerum, join us again. Now, was Tribe just a little bit, was it the game mode, or did Revenge Tour just jump on it and take control?
I'm gonna be real with you guys. Tribe got a little manhandled there. Yeah. I don't know how else to put that, and it makes you think. Like we go into it, there's sort of a more of a clear hierarchy in North America. The teams that we perceive to be up there near the top. And yeah, exactly, Ash. If Tribe beats Stamina, but then Revenge Tour is able to beat Tribe, wait, where do these rankings start to go? And Tribe Gaming, again, I think they played this pretty well. It came down to literally one bolt. One bolt there at the end. I was able to do it. And I thought that was sort of, again, maybe a little bit of misplay or really just clutch play coming in from Revenge Tour. In the second round, though, I did not feel like there was an instant in that game where Tribe legitimately had a shot as to what was going on. They did not have control. They were not able to maintain it. They weren't really able to do anything at all with this. And yeah, they got a couple of bolts early, but once they gave up and going back on defense, it did not, even with a decent comp to maybe deal with it, once they pushed back to defend the bot, they could not get back out on the map fast enough at all. Revenge Tour got control, didn't overcommit with the bot, and just focused on playing the long con. No crazy OTK play. It was all about control. And I think it'll show here in this. Oh yeah, Echo. It shows.
Yeah, that shows completely. I mean, almost double the kills, so much more damage, even more healing on top of that as well. Revenge Tour clearly had control of that first set. The question is, Siege is different than all the other game modes, right? I mean, every single game mode is different, but we saw Tribe dominate on Gem Grab. Now we're going into Gem Grab. Tribe, are they going to be able to have that control that they had versus Stamina here? And Tribe running Ash Byron. Let's see how this, and Ash goes down as I say that. Let's see if they can have that control or if Revenge Tour has their number.
Yeah, I love what Alex doing, by the way, running 8-bit, which is going to be huge, having that damage boost support right now through the mid. And it's also going to make it easier to melt Ash, by the way, having that boost. But as I'm saying that, Ash is constantly getting healed by Zulan, who's the Byron. Man, if you got a heal supporter in Zulan as your mid, you're golden, Echo.
You are. I mean, it definitely works. And I have to bring it up again. Tribe is running some comps that we are just not used to seeing them run. And it's really fun to watch. But at the same time, I love what Revenge Tour is doing as well. So they're both running some, different compositions that are just not what our standard. And it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, we've been waiting for this, Echo. We've been waiting for some team to run this Byron Ash combo. And that's what Tribe's doing. They're doing a real one. But look at what Goatsoul just did. Full aggro towards Zulan. That was big because now it gives Revenge Tour control over the mid. Alex got a bunch of gems. This is looking great for Revenge Tour. They set up two of their... they set up Stu's gadget and 8-Bit's super, the booster, behind the walls. So this is a great setup for Revenge Tour right now.
Yeah, they're in good shape, but Jigsaw's in trouble. Tribe, a Tyrant, sneaking around that corner. Whoa, that's it. They have all the gems.
Did you see the trap? Tyrant coming in from behind, forcing Alec to stay in the middle, basically. And then Zulan coming in to steal the gems. Perfectly executed right there.
And it looks like they're going to be able to hold on to him. I did say that Tribe is pretty good at gem grab, and although they didn't have control the entire time there, they were actually backed up, lost a bunch of their gems. They had a plan, and it seems like they executed it pretty well because they were able to bring in that round.
And this is why either Byron or Ash is always banned. This is the first ever matchup in ESL where neither Byron, actually no, don't get, we had this before last week if you recall, right? But it's very rare. It's very rare for, you know, both Ash and Byron to not be banned. So just goes to show how powerful this combo is. What makes it so strong is Ash. When he takes damage, right? He gets enraged, he gets stronger, he gets faster, right? And then you have a heal supporter. And that's what makes it so overpowering, is because you're getting healed back while you're maintaining that aggression, that enraged capabilities, right? Like faster, stronger, right?
I agree. And
plus the gadget that also heals you. This is just crazy.
so the question is, do they go with it again? I think they do. Oh, look at this. Look at this. We have Revenge Tours using it, and as well, we have Tribe, but Raz is playing Ems, and she's gonna fog up the whole center of this map, and that could be the game. I like that play. I like the Ems.
Yeah, I feel like the Ems was a really, really good choice, because Ems is one of the best counters to this Byron Ash combo. She can slow things down for you, make it easier for your team, and as you can see, Second having a hard time moving up against Ems, also because Ems has greater range.
Oh man,
Very aggressive
Jigsaw
by
doing
Raz.
some work as well. My goodness. Revenge Tour is looking great. Yeah, I like Raz's pick there. Going to be able to shut down Tyrant Super as well.
Right.
That's going to look at Alec.
He's gotta
Going
be careful.
ham.
Ooh, but I didn't really like that, Echo, because if you're gonna separate yourself from your Byron, it opens the door for Tribe now to get control back, and that's what's happening right now. Is Tribe getting control of the mid, and this is what you don't want, especially in a map like this. You don't want to lose control, even if you're, you know, got a gem lead, 7 gems. If you don't have mid here, you're gonna have a hard time getting it back.
Yeah, we've learned that week after week. It's about control. It's not always about how many gems you're holding. Alec trying to get away and goes
that's not
down. Zulon, no, it's not good because Raz is giving it all he's got. Trying to, oh man, Tyrant just able to stay away with his Ash. Nicely played by Tyrant. And going to be able to...
Tyrant's too far from his Byron. But no, there, Zulon's gonna come back just on time, keeping Tyrant alive. And as you can see, Zulon just trying to stay with Tyrant to keep him alive. Tyrant's gonna escape with all the gems, just enough gems, I should say.
Oh man, this is looking... This is a battle going on right here, but Zulon has 10 gems. He's going to hang out in the middle again. Here we go. Tribe maintaining that control before they retreat, and boom. Tribe wins this one in a 1-2 punch. So it's a back and forth. You know, this time Tribe looked really good. They didn't look good in Siege. They looked really good in Gem Grab.
Yeah. Man, Revenge Tour was playing so well for like the first half of this game. 7 gems to none against Tribe. But then that aggressive play by Alec going in. I don't know if you wanted to do that. Gave away control. And the moment Tribe got control, they didn't let up. They kept it the whole rest of the game and took this one home.
Yes, they did. Let's bring back InVerum. And yeah, well, Tribe looked better. Revenge Tour looked worse.
Yeah, and I think it was, again, I think you can break down that entire second round. I think you're 100% right, Ash. One misplay from Alec cost him the entire game. It's very rare that you can look at a whole round of Brawl Stars and think one play cost him. But they had full control. They were ahead on gems, everything. But the second that flank collapsed, the second they lost, they were forced back in through mid. They had to totally reset. And then once they were forced back in their spawn, it was just a disaster. I mean, Tribe looked so much better on this one. I think... you know, in a map where they're able to just focus more on playing around pure team synergy, just outslaying their opponents, just worry about getting their shots in, totally fine. Definitely looked a lot stronger. We'll see how this trend continues in more of these overall objective focused game modes. Gem Grab is one of those that really totes the line, that does really benefit you just going in there and being able to just beat your opponent on skill, which I think is the game that Tribe kind of wants to play here. So we'll keep an eye on it, but I think, is this the play up here where Alec, it was. This was the moment, Ash, where it all fell apart.
Ash, that was the moment right there, and it was a 3-on-1. I'm not sure why he jumped up there.
That's the thing as well when you're playing against the comp like Byron Ashe, is when you lose control, it's so hard to get mid back because you got Ashe holding the fort with the healer behind him. It's so hard to push him out of there.
Wow, and look at these stats. Whenever it's lopsided, it kind of shows you who was winning, or most of the time. More than double the kills right there for Tribe Gaming. More healing, more damage done. They pulled in the victory as the 1-2 punch, as we mentioned. They look dominant there. And even though there was that one play that we said was kind of the decider there by Alec, from the stats you could tell that they had a lot of control.
Yeah, and again, keep in mind, that was obviously round 2. There's more going on in all this. Tribe was still able to take the first one pretty well, but I think we're going to witness a bit of a match here. I think that the things that we've seen from Revenge Tour, both in the first set and there in the second set, show us that this is not going to be a clear-cut victory. Despite the fact that Tribe had more than double the kills in that second set, I think this could still really go either way. Tribe Gaming needs to keep calm and be able to get ahead themselves without Revenge Tour making a mistake. That's what's on the line here. Let's get into this next one.
Yeah, and it's on Brawl Ball. Mirror composition right here. Both have Ashe, both have Byron, and both have Ems this time around. So I guess Tribe did like the Ems play, even though it didn't work out for Revenge Tour. They seem to like it. And, well, Revenge Tour was able to get that control off the bat, and they're going to start moving this ball up the field.
Yeah, you got the best combo, Byron Ashe, and then you got the best combo killer, or counter, I should say, Ems. So it makes sense why both teams opted to go with that. And then Tyrant just easily walking that in, because once Ems is down, Echo, when your best counter is down, there's no stopping Ashe from steamrolling.
No, and that's exactly what we just saw. He steamrolled, and there we go. Second again with the super. Balloons in the air, and man, it's hard to see whose super's coming out of who, but that's a battle. Second wins that one as well. Jigsaw trying to get a little bit of long range out there, but Zulon doing the same, just trying to poke away and just keep poking. But Alec is about to advance this ball, and Revenge Tour is going to try and make their play at a goal. But there's some people in the way, and those people are Tribe Gaming.
Yeah, Tribe in control. Are they going to corner it? They don't really have to. But the biggest thing to note, definitely, I would say, is Ems. If you lose your Ems, we know what happens. Ashe makes an easy push. Look at that. Raz is out of position. He's nowhere near Tyrant. So Tyrant's just going to walk that in easily, as Tribe is going to take this easy. So a big misplay by Raz right there, going too aggressive as your Ems. You are the best counter to Ashe. You got to stay on Ashe. If you move up all the way on the left side, far away from the opposing Ashe player, in this case Tyrant, Ashe again steamrolling through, because that's what Ashe does.
It's got to feel great to say that when that's your name, right, Ashe? That's what Ashe does. I'll tell you, I'm starting to see how this is just a really powerful comp and hard to stop, and I would anticipate seeing it over and over again. It's working. It's working well for Tribe. I think they're going to come with the same comp, and honestly, I think that Revenge Tour is going to come with the same comp as well, because what else can you use to stop it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. What else can you use to stop it, right? It's tough. It's tough. I think the biggest weakness to the comp is, I want to say Byron, but it's not going to be easy, especially against, playing against pros. And then you have Zulon playing Byron. Good luck getting him. I think the biggest thing is you just gotta play Ems better against the opposing. Obviously, by better, I don't mean you're playing bad. These are pro players. These are insanely good players. It's just that difference Ems can make against countering Ashe. Look at that, by the way. Revenge Tour going with the B and Sandy. Now, B is a great counter to tanks, but I'm not sure how strong she's going to be against this combo, especially with Tyrant. Look at him. He's going to walk it. So close, and he is going to walk it. Wow.
He was so low on health, yet he still pushes it in, and my goodness, it's just showing the power of both Tribe and this composition, mind you, against a composition that should do well against this. Tyrant stays up, tiny bit of health remaining.
Super kick. And it's
God.
gonna connect.
Wow.
Wow.
I feel like we were talking for about 5 seconds before that entire round was over, which actually was the entire set, because InVerum, Tribe just took a lead 2-1 over Revenge Tour, and that one was done quickly with Brawl Ball.
I went to get a drink and I came back and it was over. I thought I was going to have a minute here, guys. I was like, it'll be fine. I'll settle in. Easy peasy. No. Tribe Gaming just steamrolled that. Remember, I was like, I think they look both pretty evenly matched still. I think we're going to see a heck of a game. Tribe, they're really focused on just, the slaying power, etc. Yeah, they don't brawl ball. Maybe Siege is just a bit of a weak spot. Maybe a crack in the armor. Something they're going to have to keep an eye on, because they have looked absolutely dominant on these last two. I feel like the adjustments they made with this comp, they played a little better. And I do also think that some of the points that Ash was making, that Revenge Tour wasn't necessarily playing this matchup exactly how they should. In particular, how they were setting up their lanes and how they were prioritizing these specific brawler matchups. But I love this. Like, look at this.
Oh, man.
Knowing exactly how far you can push your brawler. Zero hesitation. Yes, I can go. They can't kill me. Tyrant, come on. Don't do it to him. Don't. Oh, that's just Echo. That's just mean.
This is what happened. Let me break this down for everyone. Tribe was beaten with Ash last week. They went to the tape, they watched what went down, and now they figured out how to do that to others, because they just crushed with it. 9 kills to 6. The damage is pretty even right there. Actually, about 10,000 more for Revenge Tour. More healing by Tribe. Either way, they came through with a quick win. In Brawl Ball, it was just taking that ball, throwing it in the net, and sometimes it happened in 15, 20 seconds. So I guess you're not going to get a ton of kills in that short amount of time.
Right. Not just that, like Revenge Tour, they knew exactly what they were going to encounter, right? When they lost against the Byron Ash combo, guess what? They went with B, they went with Sandy and Ems. They thought, hey, maybe this comp will work against their Byron Ash combo, but it didn't. And I think a lot of that must have been due to inexperience. Like, that comp got totally destroyed by Tribe. Beating Ash on a lane as a Sandy is tough. It's very difficult. And not just that, it only gets harder for you late game when Ash gets his super. The ability to summon those mouse bots that you can use to shield against B, it's just going to make it harder for you.
Yeah, and well, they saw that there in Verum, and well, we're gonna see what is seen. I knew Piper was coming, by the way, from Tribe, especially because we're over here on Heist this time around. You're gonna see Piper.
No. Check this out. What they're shooting backwards. What's going on here? Oh, it's
Rico. Is Rico
He picked Rico. Rico was banned.
Oh.
Remember Brock and Rico were the two brawlers?
Yeah.
That Revenge Tour banned, and now they're using Rico. Come on, Jigsaw.
His own ban.
His own ban.
Okay, well that is that's
a
them
free win.
giving a free win
for Tribe.
to Tribe. Oh my goodness. Let's bring back InVerum. You
Hello.
can't do that. That's even quicker than the Brawl Ball round that we just saw.
And that's tough to beat.
Oh,
That one's tough to beat. No, and when it's the other team's ban and you forget, that's one thing. But when
Right.
it's your own
ban.
it's like, this brawler's really strong. We shouldn't have them in there. So they lose the round.
Are you
for
watching
the
the
record.
replay of this? Seriously?
Yes.
Yes. Wow. Our replay operator is savage. Oh my goodness.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness.
He wants Jigsaw to feel it. Oh man.
no.
You can even see his teammates, his own teammates shooting at Jigsaw. Like,
I
bro,
could
did you
feel the
forget?
face palm through the screen. I could feel it through the screen, Ash. Oh no. Okay, look. You've kind of backed yourself into a corner. Because Tribe now gets that round, which means the Tribe is only one round away from back-to-back 3-1s over Stamina and now Revenge Tour. And let's be, with the way this started, I had some legitimate concerns, but Tribe have rallied beautifully, shaken off that one Siege game, no problems at all. But now, looking over the other side, Echo, suddenly the pressure's the other way, and now suddenly if you're Revenge Tour, you got to step up right here.
This is a lot of pressure too right now. I mean, it's down to one more round. You just made a really silly mistake. You're not feeling so great about yourself. Let's see if Jigsaw can shake it off. I want to see Jigsaw play the round of his life right now to make up for that. Let's see if he's going to be able to do it. And he's in the left-hand lane if we want to keep an eye on him, playing Spike, one of the best skins in the game as well.
Yeah, Dark Lord Spike. I love that skin, man. And look at Tyrant, though. He's doing such a great job dodging these curveballs. Just shows, you know, just his skill level in terms of dodging. It requires a lot of skill, Echo, to be able to dodge curveballs. Like,
Yeah.
how proficiently he's doing it. And at the same time, also dodging Raz's sniper shots.
It looks like there's actually a skill that you can learn to dodge those, because Tyrant is consistently doing the same move to get out of the way of those curveballs. It's actually really impressive. But Jigsaw is staying alive with very little health and able to just protect the safe a little bit more than probably should have been done. One more round and Tribe is going to be able to be done for the night and be able to really advance himself up the leaderboard. And Raz with some nice kills right there, though, but it's up.
Wow.
That's a squad wipe right there. We don't really call it that in this game, but you know what? That's what it was.
Yeah, and squad wipes, or I should say more team wipes is what I like to say. It's tough in Heist, particularly because, as you recall, you die, you come back with 1 ammo, right? So it's really difficult to get control back when you get team wiped in Heist. That's what's happening here. Tribe dominating, 80% lead. They haven't even taken a scratch on their save.
No, they're looking really, really good. And I was loving that Amber play by Tyrant, by the way. Barely any life. Finally a scrape. There, Jigsaw got his scrape on the safe, by the way. But with 34 seconds left, is Revenge Tour going to be able to make a big push in the final few seconds? It's a 3-on-2. 3-on-1, 1-on-1, second sneaking his way up. Nice job by Alec blocking that safe. Got to give him a little bit of credit. But Tribe is in pretty good control right now, and they're coming for more. They're not backing off. They're going aggressive, and they're going to try and take down that safe in the next 11 seconds. Tyrant's got a little bit more damage on it right there, down to 7%. Make that 6 or 5 or 4.
Yeah, there's just no chance for Revenge Tour there, unfortunately. Tribe just in control the entirety of this Heist game, and they're gonna take the Heist set. Cause why? Revenge Tour picking Rico, a banned brawler in the previous game.
Let's bring back InVerum, and I'm gonna say I regret doubting Tribe for a second. The week that I do it, and they come through, and they looked impressive tonight.
So that's called a caster curse, and it's pretty common. Well, you got the caster bless going this time around. You accidentally caster blessed Tribe Gaming, and they look just stellar. Yeah, they're exactly. No, and look, I feel like every issue that I've seen this team have over the last 2 weeks has felt resolved. This feels like the Tribe Gaming of old. This feels like the team we're used to seeing. Great aggression when they need to, stellar teamwork the rest of the time. Knowing what their win conditions were, again, you know, the odd flub here or there, but nothing too substantial, and instantly able to recover. I think that's the single thing that jumps out to me the most about this team. The second something doesn't go according to plan, they are instantly able to start back at 0, and they never hesitate to play the comp the way they designed it to be played, regardless of how the opening of a round goes. Even if things don't go right off the bat, they don't just throw it all out, you know, baby out with the bathwater, as it were. They play the comp they drafted, and that's the thing I see teams forget all the time. They're like, well, we picked this brawler to, you know, beat that brawler, but I lost once in my lane, so now I'm going to swap for whatever reason or something silly. Don't do that. Play the comp you intended. Ash, you're smiling. I know exactly why. But yeah, overall, yeah, Ash, I mean, I was really happy with this for Tribe.
Yeah, just a lot of that has to do with Tribe's experience. They're just so experienced together. Revenge Tour, this is a new group still. Like, this is the first time this season, like, they, you know, we have a group of Alec, Jigsaw, Raz playing together, right? So they're still, like, you know, building that chemistry. They're so good. Don't get me wrong. Revenge Tour is so good. But Tribe, just, you can just see it tonight. Like, their chemistry was just on point every single game, every single time. They were playing as if they played together for years, and it showed.
The favorite thing that I saw out of Tribe tonight was just how they just were mixing it up. Playing comps that we haven't seen them play before, doing things that they don't typically do. I enjoyed watching it. It's like they're progressing and it's like they're evolving.
I mean, you can't one trick in this game at all. They're showing us the whole breadth of their toolkit, and they're wrecking with it. 2 back-to-back 3-1s. We'll see if Stamina has a chance to recover, though, after that first one, because they're up next, up against O.O. Before we head to break, though, exclamation point TikTok, go check it out. Follow it over there for some amazing mobile gaming content. We're going to head to a short break, and when we come back, more ESL Mobile Challenge. See you in a few. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the ESL Mobile Challenge. I'm InVerum. That's Echo and Ash. We're coming into our third match of the night. Tribe Gaming swept their series. Well, I mean, they lost a couple, but they won both matches overall, which, given the fact that they were negative to start off the day, I feel like they've got to be feeling pretty darn good about. But Echo, the bangers aren't stopping here. We have more fantastic matches in store for the fine folks at home.
Yes, we totally do. And now Tribe is done for the night, feeling good, so they can go rest and watch their future opponents as we get into match number 3, where O.O takes on Stamina Esports. But that's not it, guys, because we also have Revenge Tour versus No You, and then No You versus Vatra. So a lot of great Brawl Stars to come. But let's talk about O.O versus Stamina and take a look at those bans, Ash.
Yeah, no surprise with Ash getting banned this time, right? We just saw him in action, how deadly he can be with Byron. And now also Brock getting banned. Stamina deciding to banned Sprout again. Once again, they've banned Sprout. They've also banned Buzz. These are really common bans, by the way. This does mean that, hey, Mortis, we might see Mortis because he's not banned this time. Also, don't forget, oh man, they defeated Tribe first week. This is another big test for them.
They did, and O.O consists of Toast, as Levy, and Fade, and they're going to be, again, going up against Stamina. So let's take a look at them again. Bobby, OG, and Toonie. Let's see if they can get a little bit of revenge, because earlier on in the night, they're not happy about that loss that they took earlier on. So they're going to want to come through with a win this time around. Let's see if they can get it done. And looking at some of these stats, InVerum, want to break these down?
Yeah, I mean, again, very, very close. That's one thing we're noticing with a lot of these teams. You know, just win or lose, it still seems like they're pretty darn close overall. I think that speaks volumes to just the overall skill level of all 8 teams that have made it here to the ESL Mobile Challenge. I think there's definitely a little bit more pressure on the Stamina side, but O.O, they've got a couple of heavy hitters on that team as well. All veterans across the, both of these squads. I think I actually favored in my picks O.O taking this one. I don't know why. I just sort of, no, I didn't really. I just had a sense. I had a sense that maybe we were going to see O.O continue to step up. Just the teams that they've beaten in the past.
Right.
Again, it's all about sort of the transitive property. If Team A beats Team B and Team B beats Team C, but Team C beats Team A, then wait, hang on a second. How does this all work? Who's really that little bit better? That's the question, Echo, that we're going to ask ourselves here. And hey, we're actually going to get an answer too.
Yeah, and there's so much behind these predictions that we make, right? You know the history of these players, you know the players individually. Some weeks they have an off week and they take a loss. So it's like me trying to make fantasy football picks. I always getting things wrong, always putting in the wrong people. Tonight, I'm 0 for 2 in my predictions. Let's see if I can come in with this one, but I'm looking forward to a really great match that we have ahead. I do think this is another one. I mean, I was excited for match number 1, number 2. This one's not going to fall short either. We have another great matchup here, Ash.
Yeah, definitely. I think the biggest thing that pops like right in front of me when I'm seeing these bans is Byron, Poco. The healers are, they're going to be viable here throughout this match. At any moment, these guys could be bringing in healer tank combos, and that can really spice things up in this matchup.
Yeah, that totally can. And well, look at this. We got Max. Okay, let's break this down. Up top, Stamina Esports, they're doing a similar composition that they did earlier, except for there's no healer in it. They're going with the M's instead, maybe anticipating some type of a tank situation. But we do have O.O down below with the B, the Sandy, and the Spike. All right, it looks like each of the squads brought a brawler that could really handle tanks well. Anticipating tanks, I assume.
Right, but at the same time, these 2 comps super good in control. I like what Luffy's doing here. He's gonna corner the ball, which is what you have to do in a control versus control matchup. Is the best way to regain control is to buy some time. Unfortunately for them, that max speed is gonna allow OG to grab the ball in time and score before Luffy could get back. Stamina just showing just more aggression. Now this is gonna be big Sandstorm for Toast. It's gonna give them some control, but Bobby coming with the counter super. Sandstorm versus Sandstorm, especially with that Sandstorm being root sands, it's going to prevent the enemy from healing up. And then Toast, he's going to be able to score. He could, but you got to remember, Toonie does have a gadget to push you back, so he had to kick that a little too early, but something he didn't want there. And that was a big, missed opportunity, because now there's 1 minute left and Stamina's in control with the ball cornered.
Yeah, it is in a good position. And what I love about Max is you blink or look away from the screen for a second and something big could happen. And that's exactly what happened to me when that goal happened. Max pops that super, gets that speed. But right now, we have Toast trying to make his way in. Nice play right there. But oh my goodness, OG trying to stop the score. But Luffy gets it in. So it's 1-1, 33 seconds left. And I don't know that one of these squads has more an advantage over the other when it's walls down. Maybe Stamina with that speed with Max.
I would say O.O, because they got B and they got a curveball spike. So, but man, this is where Stamina is in prime position to score. They got to take advantage. Whoa, big play right there by Levi. Super kicking it forward just to buy enough time. That is huge, Echo. That changes the dynamic of this game. Because now, open field.
But invisible, but they can see the ball moving around. Are they just going to get it in? Oh, what? Oh my goodness. What? How did they defend against that?
Just
nice move by OG as well.
Oh,
wow.
He's not gonna be able to, unfortunately, there.
No, that was still impressive to watch. OG with some moves right there.
Correct.
And right now, it's a 2. Okay, now we're back. It's literally in the middle, 36 seconds.
Best thing.
You say that O.O has that advantage. Ash, take it away from here. What's happening?
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. I feel like O.O has advantage here. Having B and you got a curveball spike is hard to dodge. Tooney's doing a good job, but still, he's really low. He's got to take a hit from the curveball. Luffy's got his super. This is where B is so powerful with that super. Oh. It slows everyone down for Toast to finish it. O.O taking this game. Insane comeback from the start. Stamina throughout the first 2 minutes of this game, almost the first 2 minutes, in full control, having the ball cornered, and then O.O out of nowhere, and the defensive plays is just insane. Did you see that? What Levi did there? Super kicked it just on time to save the game. Have it go overtime because Stamina was going to score there. Echo.
That was the play of the game right there, and it wasn't just like super kicking it randomly. He had to wedge it in between 2 walls, a tight position, got it out of there, and I'll tell you what, the excitement kicks in once those walls go down. The music changes, everything gets hype, and it's all about who's going to score first. And that, I mean, O.O, they came from behind. They scored 1-2. The save was incredible. I mean, they were honestly great plays on both sides. You had great offensive moves, great defensive moves as well. It was just overall, that was a really great round. I hope they continue to be that tight.
Yeah, it wasn't just one defense, then another defense. You recall in overtime when they got the sandstorm down, full invisibility, right? They were concealed, and then somehow O.O defended that again. Right? We saw the ball go through right there, and then I think Luffy kicked it forward at the same time. It was just enough time, and then OG, even though he won the matchup, couldn't score. It's insane back and forth plays.
It was, and what that tells me is we have 2 teams that could be fairly matched, very evenly matched. And I mean, that could really go for anyone that's in the top 8 in NA. Everyone here, we talked about how the stats are all fairly close. You know, I mean, everyone here is solid.
Yeah, but no, I do think Stamina should have won this Brawl Ball matchup because both the games, Echo, they were in control, like just from the get-go, right? They put the motor, they put O.O on their back the whole time. It's just at the end, some insane plays, defensive plays by O.O, as well as some choke plays by Stamina, not being able to, finish right there. Because I saw their Sandy holding onto the ball and having that gadget. When you shoot the ball and you use that gadget to stun them, the ball goes through. But it didn't work out very well for them there. I don't know what happened. Hopefully we can see a replay of that. And the defense by O.O was crazy.
And look at this, same composition we have down here for O.O, but triple tank comp coming in. Actually, not triple tank, but an aggro comp. 2 tanks and Mortis. That is going to be brutal. Early prediction right now. Stamina is going to be able to do a nice job with this. Rosa could probably... Actually, no, not with Spike right there. Trying to do some damage, though. Actually, this is a pretty tank countery comp they have for O.O as well.
Exactly, that's what I was gonna say. You got B, you got Spike. These are the best tank counters. Some of the best tank counters. But Tooney running Mortis. He can make some big plays. Unfortunately, not able to stay alive there. That is big, Echo. This is huge for O.O. Do you know why? It's because they got the ball cornered. And if this game goes to overtime, Stamina is gonna be in so much trouble without walls and bushes with the comp they're running.
I think this all comes down to Tooney. If Tooney can really be a thorn in their side, start picking away at them, they are going to be in trouble, they being O.O. But so far, that hasn't been the case. And honestly, I mean, I'm actually extremely impressed with O.O and how well they've handled this comp.
Right, and you're right about Tuni right there. He's got to make some aggressive plays, like right there, diving in, getting a kill. And then the other challenge right now, Echo, is Stamina's got to get that ball from that corner, which is going to be so difficult. Dealing with these tank counters, it's going to be hard to grab that ball from the corner. But here we go, big plays by Tuni. This is what we've been waiting for. There's another kill, and now she's got to go aggro. Beautiful. 30 hit points. He's got to pass to Bobby. He's got to go down. And then Esleevy's going to drop the super. Another clutch defense by Esleevy on this next game. Because had OG had enough ammo and been able to pass that to Bobby, that would have been a goal, Echo.
It would have been, but it was not the case. Bobby couldn't go in and get it because of Spike's super. And wow, just you're mentioning
he got melted.
It's hard to get it out of the corner in the first place, but when you have O.O playing solid defense, it's even harder. And right now, they may be able to advance this ball up.
This is where I'm scared for Stamina. I don't know about moving that ball up. I felt like that was too early. It was kind of dangerous. You don't want to give the ball to the enemy in overtime. But hey, this is where I'm kind of concerned about Stamina, because overtime means no walls, no bushes.
Oh, but what's going?
Aggressive plays. OG's got to make it back in time to pass to Bobby, though. Can he make it? We're waiting for OG. There's a super. He's got a super pass. He's got a super goal. It's going to go through Esleevy, and it's going to be a goal. What a fake. He faked that pass, Echo. He was aiming towards Bobby. Esleevy for a second moved towards, like, oh, shoot. He's going to pass it. Nope. You got faked by OG right there with the goal. Wow.
Fakes in video games. Welcome to esports, guys. I love it. I love this. And this has been crazy so far. Really exciting. Solid plays from both. And what do you know? The comp that is weaker in overtime is the one that actually was able to pull in the win. But it's because they maintained that aggression, right? They never let the ball move back from where... I mean, that ball never crossed the middle of the field that entire round. It was always either cornered or just on that side.
Yeah, I was really worried for Stamina in overtime because remember, walls down, bush is down, but they were in the perfect position at the end is when the moment the walls were down is when they were able to make that aggressive play to get multiple kills, right? With their Mortis and Rosa going all in. And then OG was very fortunate. He was very fortunate to get back on time to have the ball and also have his super ready. That super made a world of difference. Had he not had that super, it would have been a total different game in overtime. They would have struggled so heavily against a B that can constantly chain her supers off of your tanks that have no range.
But it's going to make you think if you're O.O, maybe you should try and advance the ball a little bit in the round. I mean, the whole round, it seemed like they were just holding off until overtime, just trying to defend, corner, defend. They never really made that play to advance it. I understand because the comp that you're going after is going to just be brutal on you, but it didn't work out for them. And the positioning, as you mentioned, was right for Stamina, but it's tied up right now, 1-1, and we're going into the final round. Who's going to win this set?
Oh, nice. Finally, we're starting to see Griff. I feel like Griff is a very underappreciated brawler. He's so good. The ability to, use his gadget to open up the map, landscape it to your favor. And he's such a great brawler in conjunction with B. It's just synergy. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. OG's gonna score it right there.
Wow.
Easy. And the best part is, Echo, it only gets easier for Stamina here because of Griff opening up the area of this map. And in an open map, we know just how powerful B is, right? And that's why OG's having such an easy time against Esleevy and Luffy here with his B.
Yeah, what's the next wall that's going to be opened up? That's the question. Is it going to be right there in the middle, or is it going to be on the right-hand side? Guess we'll find out moment. Oh, just a small one right there. And I'm surprised you didn't go for something a little bigger.
No, that is significant because that's just enough open area for Griff to use his super in and just hold the fort on the left side. That's all they need to do. Toast with a nice sneaky play. I think Toast is just one hit away from getting his super now with his Sandy, which is gonna be big because he really needs that super with Sandy. Sandy's one of the best brawlers for control once you get a Sandstorm down.
Oh. OG with those shots too. Nice job. Really causing some problems for O.O. And they're making a push right now, but it's cornered by Toast. And this is a problem. Toast goes down. They got to move themselves up. This is time. This is the time. Get on in there. Yeah, exactly. Go get it.
Echo, what do you do when you're behind one goal? Do you corner? No, you don't. You can't corner. If you're O.O, you got to move the ball up. How are you going to get an opportunity to score if you're cornering when you're down 0-1, right?
Well, it looks like they're trying that opportunity right now as Levy takes the ball up, but gets struck by OG as soon as he does. And Luffy trying to do a little bit of work with Max, but
It's tough.
They need that super, that Max super, but I don't think they're gonna be able to do it. Although the ball, oh, nice super right there by Tooney. Oh man, are they gonna take advantage of this and just run it up the court? Or I'm sorry,
I mean,
the field.
If I'm Tooney, I'm just gonna kick it forward. There's only 15 seconds left here. Yeah, just kick it forward. There's just not enough time for O.O, especially with Luffy having a hard time getting his super right. That much needed speed support, they just couldn't get it in time. And also, I felt like they kind of wasted some of their time, significant portion of their time, quartering the ball. So Stamina with a very comfortable victory in this Brawl Ball set.
Yeah, they looked good. I mean, they went down in the first round, but then they looked really good after that. Let's bring back InVerum. Maybe some of the most exciting stuff we've seen so far. Those were the first two really good rounds.
Yeah, I mean, I got to give props to Levy. I have to give props to Levy, despite the fact that they didn't win that.
Plays, yep.
I was going to say, two of the best single defensive plays I have ever seen casting Brawl Stars. I mean, really, that super kick surrounded by opponents, someone's like, wait, where'd the ball go? Like, those moments right there are just fantastic. And again, I appreciate O.O sticking to the game plan, holding it cornered like the entire game, knowing they had the advantage at the end. They're playing their strat. In the end, it didn't quite work out, I think, how they intended it to, but I got to give props. I respect when teams come in with a game plan and then seek to execute it. At the end, could they have played a little bit more aggressive when they were down? Yes. However, I think this was still a fantastic matchup.
Look at the defense.
And if look, Ash, if this is indicative of what's to come for the rest of this whole match, we are in for a treat.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, there were plays on both sides, but at the end of the day, Stamina was the one that was dominant in here. Even with the comp in overtime, that wasn't really ready for it, Ash.
Oh, are we gonna see the defense here? I don't know if we are.
Oh, the final. Yeah, I mean. Oh yeah, this is it right here. This is the moment.
This is the moment. Look at OG. He's got to pass it. He couldn't. And then the spike super preventing Bobby from getting the ball too.
And then this play from OG though. Look at that. And just baiting it to Bobby. That was sick. And then just sneaks it right through. We need Esli. I need you to go just absolutely massive a third time. Okay, I'm asking a lot here. Wow, this was such an incredible Echo. Looking at these stats, these are almost like match stats just from that one Brawl Ball game. And Echo, that's not something we see too often.
No, typically Brawl Balls, they go kind of quick, as we saw in the last match, but those ones went to the end and they really kept us on the edge of our seats. It was really good. Now, my only hope is that Heist is just as good. O.O down below, Stamina up top. And again, Stamina has a 1-set lead right now heading into this Brawl Ball match. Into this Heist match, and they're making their way up. Now, who's going to be opening up this wall?
I'm actually very surprised to see Tooney running Griff on this map. I think the reason they went with such a comp was they were anticipating a tank matchup, because we know O.O can bring in the tanks. But I feel like O.O definitely in control. And they're going to have an easy time in this.
Yeah,
I want to say in this game, but it's still early.
It's still early, but they do have control right now. They're maintaining that position. As Levy doing a decent job with Ruffs as well, landing shots, moving out of the way. Toast is using that curveball to do some work, taking out Tooney right there with it. Luffy just staying back, trying to get that health back, healing up with that gadget. Love it. Still have to get it myself. And now they're making that push towards the center again.
Yeah, I mean that's the comp, that's the strategy by Stamina. Open up the map, have Ruffs, use his super constantly to destroy walls. Have your Griff use his gadget to open up walls, and then open range area. That's where Colette's gonna prosper basically. But it's tough. You're dealing with the Rico in this map. You're dealing with a curveball spike. It's tough to it's tough to dodge, and this is where we're seeing Stamina just not having the damage output, right? Like Griff and Ruffs, these brawlers these are low damage output brawlers. They're not gonna make a big difference. And then you also have Colette. The only way you're gonna get massive damage is with Colette's super, which is just unreliable. That's what I'm seeing from Stamina's comp. It's just an unreliable comp against a a conventional comp like Rico and Spike that you normally see here, right?
Oh, you see Colette get shut down right there as well,
Yeah.
going for the save and getting shut down.
Right. I just felt like Stamina got completely outplayed here. They were anticipating a tank aggro matchup, and I felt like that's why they went with such a comp that we don't normally ever see in Heist. Like, we never see Griff, we never see Colette, Ruffs. Could be that they're, testing new things out, testing the waters here, but definitely didn't work out there for them, Echo.
No, it didn't. But they seem to like losing the first round and then taking the next two. So let's see if that continues to be a trend. You're right, though. They didn't look so great there on Heist. O.O looked good. We'll see if it continues in that direction. I mean, O.O, they want to come through. They want to win this set right now and tie things up and then continue going from there. As it sits right now, we have Stamina Esports 1 set up to 0, but we do have O.O pushing for that win. They only need one more one more round 1 to take the set and just tie things up. So, I don't know. Right. Looking at what we just saw, they can do it. But you mentioned the comp was really weak for Stamina, so they're clearly going to be making some changes.
Yeah, it's this very strange comp. Colette, Ruffs, and a Griff. Like, I get the idea. You got wall breakers, you got Ruffs, charging your teammates up. You got Colette, who's, good in open area once the map is open. But it's a very slow comp. You got to work your way. You got to open up walls. You got to do so much work. Your Ruffs got to constantly support you with his supers. Like, that is a very slow comp. And we know Heist, the team that makes the aggressive plays, the team that's making the plays, pushing you back, is a team that often wins. So definitely an unreliable comp in Stamina sense. We don't normally see. I mean, we do see like them coming up with crazy comps that often work out. Like, remember in Bounty, Sandy, Max, Poco, right? But this time just didn't work out work out in their favor. I'm expecting them to go back to something more conventional, because whenever they do, they play pretty well against O.O or have been with conventional comps. Just like in the Brawl Ball matchup, that final game, they went full conventional and they won.
Well, I mean, I like that they take risks, that they switch it up and try and go with something unconventional. It's not going to work every time, right? This time around, it didn't work out for them. So I would love to see them go back to something more conventional, have them tie things up, but we're going to see.
Another point is like O.O. One thing we know is O.O, they love their tanks as well. They can bring in triple tank or a double tank with Edgar here. I would not be surprised at all if that's what O.O does here. And that's what they do. Look at that, Echo.
Look at your predictions, Ash. You're on point here tonight. But look at this. Stamina. I mean, OG coming through with Edgar.
OG.
I don't know. What's up with that?
Byron with Rico and Russ.
Oh, Byron, right.
What is this by Stamina? I feel like even though they got a great formidable start, it's gonna be tough. How are you gonna defend against all these tanks? If Stamina can do so with this comp, it will blow me away, Echo. If they can beat O.O's triple aggro comp here with the comp they're running, I'd be astounded.
Well, that says something about this comp and about the comp they're facing. But I'll tell you what, they're doing a decent job to start, but it's early. And we see these tank comps just build momentum, and look at Daryl right now as Levy on that save, just tearing it apart. And now here comes the onslaught of it. But
oh man,
Luffy doing a nice job.
And guess what? They're gonna come in again with Bull and Daryl, and this is what happens: the snowball effect with triple aggro comps in Heist. You kill one, another one just comes back. You kill the other one, another one comes back. That's what we constantly see as Levy. Oh, I love what he did right there. The shield super to prevent damage from OG's Byron super. And then Toast can go aggro if he wants to here with this super. Even if he takes damage, remember the passive trade ability to charge your super from taking damage everything in favor of O.O, I feel like, so far.
Yeah, and they're playing it really safe too, as Levy getting in front of Luffy, doing a little bit of tanking for him. And you're right, this comp is all about them just continuously coming. Aggression, non-stop aggression, and offensive push. That's what it's all about. And as soon as someone goes down, you have more people spawning, and it's just there's just no time to get off of the defense for Stamina.
Oh, that was too early by Luffy. That was a big misplay, and this does give Stamina an opportunity to make a final push. Because remember, in the final push, this is what the big. This is big. Look at the damage from Bobby. So much damage.
That's Stamina has the advantage right now.
Yeah, as Levy's got to get it super fast. Same with Toast. Otherwise,
they're not gonna get it. They're not gonna get it.
They're not gonna get it. Wow.
There you go, Ash. You said you would be astounded if you saw that happen. What does that mean about Stamina that they should not have won with that comp?
I'm blown away. I felt like, remember when I said, oh, Luffy, that was a big misplay when he jumped in? That was too early. There's 20 seconds left. He jumped in. He didn't jump in on anyone. He got instantly melted. 20 seconds left. You give Stamina 3v2. They're going to get the final push. Their Rico's been boosted up. Everyone's been boosted up by Ruffs. Of course, they're going to deal a massive amount of damage at the end. And Stamina's stealing that one, which I don't think they should have. I thought O.O should have taken that one easily in the bag with the comp they were running.
So, again, we're seeing another instance of one mistake that could have very well been a change in outcome, which maybe means that they're going to go with the same composition and just play it properly next time around.
Yeah, it's possible O.O might bring in the same comp again. I wouldn't be surprised. Stamina, I'm still surprised with Stamina's comp choice. Byron in pit stop, a brawler like you never see. Like, who runs Byron in pit stop, right? OG did, and he won. Bro, OG, I need your autograph.
There it is. I mean, yeah, from you talking, I'm sitting here thinking, well, Stamina's not going to win this round. And then they do, and they looked really good. But it came down to that Edgar jump. I really think put them in the, that push just wasn't there. They did switch it up. They're going with Ruffs, Spike, and Luffy's running the Rico. But look at this. Dynamite, Daryl, and Bull for Stamina. They're going in with the aggro this time.
Yeah, that was pretty risky of Stamina, by the way. Had O.O stuck with the same comp, I felt like O.O should have. Right? Like, having an Edgar versus Dynamite would have been a massive advantage. But hey, look at Toonie. He's gonna get the kill. That's huge. He also charges his super significantly from that play, by the way. Meaning he can do it again, but he's gonna hit a wall this time. And then the bags are gonna prevent him from taking Toast down.
Yeah, Bobby's just trying to spam out the area. He's going to want to get his super, open up that wall for everyone. Bull could open up the wall as well, or I should say OG. Staying alive. They're not going down. It's going to be continuously charging up that super, ready to get him. He's actually ready to run through that wall right now. He's just going to try to... And Bobby staying alive yet again. Look at this. Toonie's in, taking down Ez Levy,
and we're
getting out of there.
Yeah, OG's taking his time. Really taking his time here. He's using the Stomper gadget. Normally people use the heal gadget, T-Bone Injector with Bull and Heist. But we're seeing some Stomper action by OG. Look at Bobby, though. You don't want to leave Dyna alone on your save. He's going to deal a massive amount of damage. He's going to miss that super on Ez Levy. Ez Levy doing a good job maneuvering himself. Also, it kind of hurts Bobby playing with... a Bull that can destroy walls, and then you yourself can also destroy walls with your super. It just makes it harder on yourself in an open area with Dynamite.
I'll tell you what, though. O.O is handling this comp really well. They're doing more damage.
Yeah, I feel like major reason is because look at the map. It's so open now. Like, you got really good long-range brawlers to deal with the short-range brawlers of Stamina. But look at OG maneuvering himself, and then Toonie's got his super, but he's gonna use it. Bobby's having a hard time. He's getting harassed by his Levy right there. Toonie's gotta go and get melted, and that's gonna do it. Echo, there's only 8 seconds left.
That is gonna do it. O.O is going to tie things up right now. It's going to be 1-1, holding their grounds and not letting that go down. They made the one mistake in the last round, but besides that, they look pretty good. And InVerum, come on back. And again, another match here tonight that's just really solid.
I mean, I'm impressed. That was one of the most back and forth, knockdown, drag out, grudge matches that we've seen here. This was really a test of wills between those two squads. They took every possible second in between rounds to make sure they were drafting the absolute perfect composition. And then it just came down to execution. Both of these teams, I think, with these comps could have conceivably won. Sure, some may have had more advantages in certain directions than others, but it really just came down to execution. Who was going to go bigger on the day? Who could go that little bit more clutch? And after all this, O.O was able to scrape together a victory, tying us up at 1-1 sets in our overall best of 5. So we still got a heck of a lot more Brawl Stars left. Echo, I mean, this basically means we're now just in a best of 3. We just gonna race these 2 games, you know, put them away because they're done.
Yeah, I mean, it's as if nothing happened. If you look at the scoreboard, now they just, you know, they're still in the same position. They're tied up right now, and it's like they're starting fresh. Just got to go into every single set as if it's a brand new one, and you need to bring down that set. And right now, solid play from both sides. This one was the most even that we've seen yet. 30 to 34 kills, Stamina in the lead there. Damage, a small lead for O.O. Healing, a pretty massive lead for Stamina, although they're the ones that went down, and that's in that set altogether. So interesting numbers here for sure.
Yeah, I mean, the heal disparity much has to do with having a Byron, getting that additional heal. But it is surprising. You know, they got 4 more kills, but at the same time, we're not able to defeat O.O in this matchup in Heist.
Okay. Well, I'm tired just watching that. I can't imagine for these plays. I mean, I know they do this for a living and everything, but man, that's stressful. Like so many plays where one shot slightly different, one super not perfectly connected, one gadget not critically timed could have spelled a disaster there for either one of those teams. We're playing on a knife's edge for both of them. I feel very confident in saying that every single player of the 6 had a pop-off moment over the course of that game. Every single one. We are looking at 6 stars coming into this. The question is, who can shine just that little bit brighter? And Echo, I made a prediction going into this, but I still have zero idea.
Yeah, well, I don't ever believe any of my predictions anymore, so really it's just about what we see as they're battling it out. But we're going to be seeing them on Hot Zone, on the map Split. So, again, we've seen things sway, different game mode to different game mode. You see some teams that are just better, it seems, on certain game modes for more control. This is Split. You're going to have to hold down different zones, so it's going to be exciting to see.
Yeah, Split is very interesting. Tanks are strong here, but looks like O.O going with the conventional Rico, Ruffs, and Surge. And I like what Stamina's doing. I feel like Griff is such a powerful brawler in this map. The ability to open up the areas, landscape in your favor is huge. And as you can see, they're in control of the left side, and the right side is only gonna get easier for Stamina if OG can continue to open up this this mid area, this mid portion of this map as well.
Well, I think that's all part of the plan as well, and I'm like, oh, Toast hopping on in, but going down, Toonie powering up as well, so it's just going to make it a little bit more difficult for O.O. But right now, things are fairly a stalemate right now. Toast sneaking in again. Toonie's going to get an advantage. Oh, almost taken down.
Look at the dodges.
Nice
by Toonie.
dodges. Wow. Staying alive with only 200 health. Well done. But they are still in control of their zone on the left-hand side, but no one's able to pop off as Levy. He's popping off himself over there, actually.
Yeah, I gotta be careful. O.O
no.
Control over both zones now. And this is gonna be tough for Stamina because they're gonna need some big plays to overcome this.
But Luffy's looking. Oh, Luffy healed back up with the gadget, looking strong. Nice job backing up away from Griff's super as well. And you got Toonie sneaking over in there just to try and take control.
Yeah, but you know, if you're Stamina, you need full control of the left zone as well, or else you're gonna lose.
Right.
Tuni hanging in on the right side. He's gonna teleport. That was a nice teleport, but you've given up the right zone, and this is where things just aren't gonna work out, as O.O is gonna steal this one. Wow.
O.O, huh?
Yeah,
They're looking pretty good.
They are looking very good. I liked what Toast was doing with his Surge, being very aggressive. Tuni with a bunch of dodge plays with Surge to hold the left zone for a bit. But Toast being able to overcome that, multiple teleports, taking that zone. And the moment they took the left zone, it was kind of over for them. The right zone, you know, like they did have Griff. Griff is nice, being able to open up the wall, but he was getting double teamed. So it came down to who would win the double team. And I felt like Toast was doing a really good job with his Surge, winning the left 1v2. That was the biggest difference maker. If you're winning 1v2 in the lane, you're practically gonna win the game, right? Because the other lane, you don't have to worry. You got two of your teammates 2v1ing someone. You have confidence in them, but if you can beat the enemy 1v2 Echo, that's a huge advantage.
It's a huge advantage because then you're getting the advantage on the other side as well, where it's a 2v1 in favor of your team. And if you could 1v2 and be pretty efficient with that, you have a massive advantage. And I was loving some of those plays that we were seeing as well. The teleporting in and out of the zones, it looked really good. Well-placed teleports for sure. And, you know, O.O looked really strong there. But again, this entire match has been back and forth. We see, you know, more than any other time, we're seeing little mistakes really make the outcome of these rounds. And look at this. We have O.O coming through with the tank.
I love it.
Frank, I love it. Yep, me as well. Luffy as well. But Jackie on Jackie. Tuni won that one.
By the way, Byron plus Jackie is such a deadly combo. I don't know if we're gonna ever see Tuni die in this match. Let's see. Like, he's gonna get constantly heal supported, and they're gonna be able to take out Luffy easily. So that was just not like, it's not gonna do anything. If you're Luffy right now, you gotta take out OG. That's your target. If you jump in on Tuni, you're just not gonna beat him because Tuni's gonna get healed every single time by OG's Byron, right? Now if you're Toast, same thing with Toast. If you're gonna, oh no, he failed. He was thinking about taking the jump, but took a little too long right there. And again, like I said, you're not gonna be able to win this matchup because OG's gonna be there to heal Jackie every single time. And now OG coming in from the left, sneaking in around, helping his teammates out. Still though, check out the score. O.O in control, even though they got the left zone, that right zone, Bobby's having a hard time 1v2ing. Remember what we talked about too. If you gotta win the 1v2.
Oh, now he's gonna be able to get in here. Toast is having that control right now. Things could change. Luffy's coming on up, gonna try and keep those two brawlers away from OG. Oh man, but OG takes down the Frank tank, and man, that's a big play.
Yeah. Oh, look at his Levy, just chaining Zubers with his Gale. He's one hit away from getting that super back, and there it is. That's going to be huge because he's able to blow anyone away with that Gale super. There's still plenty of time left for Stamina to make a comeback here. Whoa! I love that super play by Bobby, going right at the Frank and also getting his super back at the same time. OG trying his best to deal with Luffy, but if you're a Byron, man, I can't believe OG managed to beat that Jackie 1v1 with Byron. But regardless, I feel like O.O is going to finish it right here, right now. Echo. Yep.
O.O. Wow.
I feel like
I'm just looking at the scoreboards and things right here, trying like get this all straight. But O.O looking great. Let's bring back InVerum right now because this is a big deal. Stamina is one set away from going 0-2 on the night, which is drastically going to change their position on the boards. If they can't bring in a win.
If they can't, they need to pull a basically reverse sweep at this point in their best of three. I mean, I think this again is just further proof that North America is more competitive now than it's ever been. None of the Giants are safe. None of the Goliaths are safe. No one at the top is safe. That there are teams that are hungry to come up behind them, screaming to try and take these spots away. Tribe Gaming, Stamina, it doesn't matter who you are. There is a team that is just ready and willing to come take sort of that level of prestige away from you here. And in this case, it's 0.0. They're looking incredible so far tonight. The diversity in their compositions is huge. The individual outplays and the teamwork. That's, I think, the thing that I've noticed the most over the course of the night is that their teamwork seems to have gotten even better since the last time we've seen them. And every single player has shown that they are willing to make the sacrifice play, to jump on that grenade, to make sure that the team gets the win. And again, Stamina's not afraid to out damage them, out kill them, out heal them, literally out everything. But 0.0 plays the objectives, and Echo, at the end of the day, that's what matters.
Yeah, and that's what it mattered here, and that's a perfect example. 0.0 was down on all of the stats, yet they were able to bring in the set and bring in the win. So they did what needed to be done to win, and you said it right there. They played the objective, and they played it better in that set itself. So it's going to come down to the next one that we have coming up, which is going to be Bounty over on Dry Season. So 0.0 could close the door right now on Stamina, and I mean, obviously that's what they want to do. But we've been seeing a lot of back and forths where Ash will say they can't win or they shouldn't win with this composition, and it happens. And it's happened on both sides. It's happened for Stamina and for 0.0. So it's really crazy how compositions are winning that shouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, if you are beating a composition that you shouldn't be winning against, that's huge. Like, that is such a big confidence boost in terms of like, hey, we're outskilling them, we're outplaying them, and you worded it perfectly in Verum, and I'm just playing the objective, right? But this is where things get super interesting in this matchup. You got Ruffs with that second star power that's just continually gonna heal your team, and then you got OG running by. Now the biggest difference is Luffy. The tick, I feel like, is gonna be very difficult for Stamina to just, you know, overcome. Not having a wall breaker, you'd have to rely on Jean using his super, but it's gonna be tough.
I feel like every time we see Tick, you say, oh, the difference maker is Tick. Every time. And we haven't seen Tick that much, but we're gonna have to see. Tick is that brawl that's just a consistent thorn in your side, always just spamming the area, making you have to dance around, right. And it's gonna come down to these final pushes as we've seen. But I want to see what Toast and what Bobby could do with these pulls if they ever get them. Yeah. Looks like Toast has it as well.
Yeah, to add to that, like, Tick can also be a very risky pick, because remember, Poco not banned is an option, and if any of these teams also go Poco, that's going to be tough brawler. With tanks, it's going to be a tough matchup to deal with. But looking at this matchup, I do think 0.0 has a more favorable comp having that Tick. So just look at the area control that Tick is giving you. It's just preventing Stamina from making any aggressive plays. And then Stamina gets taken out right there, and then as Levy dropping that booster. The whole team of 0.0 have all been boosted by Ruff's super.
At the same time, though, they're the ones that are backed up a little bit more to their spawn. Not a ton, but they are definitely pushed back, and another kill right there. Nice job by Luffy.
Yeah, but to add to that, Echo, that's where Tick is so good. When you're getting pushed back, it's like against the Tick, it's hard to push against the Tick to spawn trap a team running a Tick when you don't have one. And that's what happened here. This matchup, 0.0 in full control throughout the whole matchup, taking this bounty pretty dominantly thanks to Tick.
Wow, I mean, it's crazy, and you said it. Sometimes a brawler will really be the difference maker, but at the same time, you've said that other times throughout the night, and crazy things have happened where comps that shouldn't have won did. But right there, 0.0 did exactly what they needed to do. They had control for the entire round, and they're one round away right now from taking the entire match and having Stamina lose their second tonight.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused by Stamina's comp choice there. Byron as your healer, but you got no aggro brawler. You got a Jean, and you got a Ruffs, right? But like, you know, you got your heal and everything, but like, where's your aggression? Where's your sniper? You got no sniper. You got no thrower. It's a very strange comp, and that's what we've been seeing. Stamina run tonight. So many of these strange comps, and most of these strange comps have not been working for them. Right? Remember in Heist, Colette, Griff, and Byron, and here we're seeing this, and in Hot Zone we've been seeing them with Byron. Like, it has not been working out very well for Stamina.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. I mean, this is not the first time you said this about Stamina, and they're running the same comp again. And Luffy with Tick again. And if things go as you're saying, O.O should win comp-wise again. We'll see if that comp advantage is going to work for him. I mean, they just have to make those solid plays if they do have an advantage when it comes to the actual brawler choices themselves. But right now, it looks like Stamina's being a little bit more aggressive than we saw them last round.
I mean, you do have a Byron, which allows you to be more aggressive, allows you to make more aggressive plays to get in, get damage in, because you got the backing of a healer to keep you alive. That's what you got to do. You got to be aggressive, especially if you're Bobby. You need your gene pulls, right? And that's what we're seeing Bobby here. That's why he went very aggressive. But he's going to get healed. He's got to get healed by OG. Tick Head's not going to do much. But as you can see, O.O clearly in control, especially Toast having his super. And is everyone powered up in O.O's side?
Yeah, it looks it. It looks like they all are. Maybe not Ruffs himself, as Levy's not.
There's an aggressive play by Bobby, and he does have the heal support by OG. He's got to get in.
No kills.
He's got to get in though. He's playing it too conservatively here. But he does know he needs one. There's a sandbag. The sandbag can block a gene pull, by the way. And then also Luffy can drop his Tick Head to also block gene pull. So this is why you're seeing Bobby being very, very careful. There's the heal. Bobby's he's not going to be able to stay alive there. But they are all trapped. It's a 3v2 though, so it's going to be tough for Stamina to get kills. And then OG's going to be
my God.
Out there.
Oh, wow.
Taking the bounty set, meaning they're going to be up 2-1 now, right?
No, that's it. That's the match right there.
O.O take it against Stamina.
Stamina won the first set. O.O came through and won the final 3 sets, not shutting them down, but defeating Stamina Esports. They look just really good. InVerum, I mean, you guys, actually, InVerum, you predicted this. I did not. Neither did Ash.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. It was just a gut feeling. We've seen O.O put up some incredible stuff over the last few weeks, and they showed us the potential that if you give them the slightest of compositional advantage, they will punish you for it. They know how to execute the comps. The fact that they're able to just pick up the blue star early, Stamina had no choice but to come to them the entire time, and then you're just playing into the tick, and it's just no fun. It's just no fun at all. And I mean, I don't know what you do at that point if you're Stamina. It honestly never. I felt like I watched Stamina Esports' desire to go and make big, risky plays just decrease as the game went on. You know, they tried it, they got punished. They tried it, they got punished, and then they just stopped trying it. And in the end, they ended out getting more kills than their opponents. But because O.O was better at playing the objective, also job with their healing with those healer comps, I mean, it didn't end up mattering. Because O.O won 3 in a row, and they did it, 2-1, and then 2-0, 2-0. So, Ash, this is big.
Yeah, like I said, I just didn't like the comp choices by Stamina. Every time they went very super unconventional comps, it didn't work out for them. They lost every single time that they decided to go with these crazy comps that we normally never see them run, right? We usually see them run the sniper game, right? The long range. That's where they do so well. That's what they did so well against Tribe in that first match. Even though they lost, they played so well. The long range. Where did that go here? And then of course Tick, right? Remember when we saw OG play Tick in the bounty matchup in Tribe and they won? Where did the Tick go? Why opt out from that? Why is no one playing Tick against O.O here when you lost that first matchup because of Tick, and then you lose it even worse the next time around? You don't get a single kill. It's just painful.
I don't know. O.O, they looked great. Stamina actually looked better earlier on in the evening when they played against Tribe than they looked right here against O.O. Maybe it's the opponent. Maybe they were just a little bit tired or frustrated from the first one. I'm not sure, but we got to give props to O.O. They looked really just great tonight.
And look, even if you're Stamina and you're coming in here saying we want to try out some different comps, we want to try out some different things, we want to make sure we can flex our pool a little bit, we're feeling pretty confident in the overall leaderboards, I think there comes a point where you say, okay, put that away, go back to what we're good at, and pull out the win. In either case, not able to do so. O.O gets it done, which means the third match is done and dusted, but we still have 2 more in store for all you fine folks at home. Exclamation point TikTok in the chat. Go drop us a follow there. Check out the content on our short break. And when we come back, Revenge Tour versus No You Esport. They've been waiting to go. So let's get into it. Hello everyone, welcome back to the ESL Mobile Challenge. I'm InVerum, that's Echo and Ash, and we're back with another night of Brawl Stars action here. And oh my goodness, expectations, throw them out the window. Some teams are back looking to rock, other teams stumbling a little bit, but we still have 2 more amazing matches in store. After Tribe was able to take both of theirs, O.O take the win over Stamina. Rough night for them. Comes down to Revenge Tour. Can they get some revenge on that loss up against No You? And then can No You take down Vatra? I mean, Ash, as we take a look at this next matchup, this one was probably one of my toughest ones to predict on the night.
Yeah, because also got to consider these guys are number 1 and number 2 in the leaderboards at the moment, both 3 and 1. Banned, no surprise here, of course. Ash is banned, Brock is banned, 2 of the strongest brawlers in the game. Leon, first time we're seeing Leon banned, but we know just how powerful Leon can be with his lollipop gadget. And of course, Mortis. We haven't really been seeing Mortis much, and again, he's gonna get banned. Such a difficult, like such a hard brawler to deal with. So no surprise, no use gonna ban him there.
Yeah, I'm actually not surprised to see that Leon ban at all, to be honest with you. We've seen him be dominant in the past, but let's take a look at the rosters here as Revenge Tour is going to put on the stage Alec 26, Jigsaw, and Raz. And of course, they're going to be facing off against No You with Elite, Lukey Bear, and Ming Wong. This is going to be an exciting one as well. I mean, I feel like I'm repeating the same thing throughout the night, that every match is going to be good, but that's because every match is good. And take a look at the stats here. A little bit here in favor of Revenge Tour. Let's see if these stats play off and play out in the match that we have ahead of us right here.
That's the big question. We are starting to build up a decent pool of games now to be able to take these averages. And Revenge Tour, look, I think that's probably the biggest split between the two teams that we've seen yet. Overall, they've been pretty even across the board. But again, the thing to remember in all this is that you're right. These teams are up there at the top. This is a big one for the overall leaderboards, for the overall standings. I'm excited to see between these two teams who's gonna be able to come out on top. And Ash, I think for this one in particular, whoever's able to draw first blood, start to build some momentum in this one is gonna be big, because these teams have a little bit less overall experience compared to a team like Tribe or Stamina, who can just hit the delete save file. It's out of there. It's gone. If they lose, it doesn't matter. They can wipe it from the hard drive. Some of these other teams, though, maybe a little bit less competitive experience, it's harder to shake it. So, Ash, that's why I think this first win is going to be super important.
Yeah, all of these players, by the way, by both teams, these guys are super, super good. Individually, they're so good. It all comes down to how well, they play together, because that's what they lack compared to like the teams you've mentioned, Tribe and Stamina, is the chemistry. They haven't really played together as a group, as a unit, as long as those teams have. But at the same time, there's a reason these guys are at the top and have defeated teams like Tribe and Stamina, right? It's because they're that dangerous. And that's what makes it so exciting, Echo.
Yeah, there is something to say about team synergy and about how long players have been playing together. You could take 3 of the best players in the world, in North America, and put them on the same team, and they may not gel together. I mean, clearly the players that we're seeing here and the teams we're seeing here, they're gelling together pretty well because of the position that they've gotten themselves to. So I don't think we're going to be running into too many problems like that. But you're right, the veteranism, if that's even a word, of teams like Tribe and Stamina definitely do. No, I know. Make it
that
up
veteran
word,
status, that overall experience, that legacy, that history. Yes. Look, they're all top tier individual players. They've been in the scene for a while. But again, you're right. Coming down to playing together as a squad. And to your point, Echo, I've seen it in other games. A squad puts together a super team, 3, 4, 5 of the best individual mechanical players. But it doesn't mean squat if you cannot play together. And Brawl Stars is one of every single time I watch it, I see these high-level plays. One super goes down that breaks open a wall for a ball that's already being shot, and you're like, wait, how did that even happen? That's the kind of synergy that you cannot develop overnight. It takes time, and but we're out of time, though. We got to get into this match. We got to get things underway. So, Echo, Ash, I mean, let's rock and roll.
I mean, I think that they're going to be. I think they're taking the extra time right now because they just want to come up with those perfect comps. They want to come in with the perfect comps, and they want to know exactly how they're going to take down their opponents. And I mean, Ash, do either of these teams have a certain play style that stick out that you may be looking forward to seeing right now?
Yeah, for sure. Like, remember last week what we've seen with what Min Wong was capable of? And that's why we're seeing Mortis getting banned this time. They're saying, oh, yeah, this dude, man, we don't want him running this brawler. We saw Lukey, how well he played his throwers. Probably going to be seeing him come in with his throwers, maybe that dynamite again, show us how it's done with that. Like, all of these guys, they all have their own play style. That's what makes them so good, but also sometimes makes them predictable in a sense.
We're going to try and break the predictions open here a little bit. As I say, this one player is not quite ready to get things rolling. So we're actually going to go to a short break. And then we come back. We're going to be right into the gameplay. So look, there's some great points to be made, but we need to see some gameplay. So we're going to do a short break. And when we come back, hopefully getting into this next match back in a few. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ESL Mobile Challenge. I'm InVerum, that's Echo, that's Ash, and we debated you by accident. Sorry about that. Turns out one of the players was unable to get to the match. Had some personal thing come up. So unfortunately, we had a forfeit going in there, and Revenge Tour was unable to play, and they'll be forfeiting their match. No U Esport will take the win. But if you're a fan of No U Esport, don't be sad, because they have another match coming up right now. They're just going to roll right on into the next one. We're going to keep things going. Life happens. We get it. That's A-okay. We will get on to this next matchup. And they're going to be taking on Vatra Gaming Gold. And this is a team, I think, coming into it. Obviously, you know, they've got a lot of fans behind this. A lot of fans behind this team, behind these players. But they're a squad that I was less familiar with. And I think this is a huge opportunity for them to step up and really show what they can do.
Yeah, for sure. Especially against No U Esports, #1 in the leaderboard. And not only that, they just got a win against Revenge Tour. That still puts them at the top, right? So, if you're going to beat a team, you got to beat this team. If you have aspirations to get into the top 4, get into finals, right? Because that's the goal right now.
Yeah, and I mean, right now, because of that forfeit, unfortunately, No U is fresh. They're solid at the top of the leaderboard. They're fresh. They're not tired. They're ready to go. They're kind of just like, gnawing at the bit, ready to go. And Vatra struggled a little bit. So, I mean, I don't know what your guys' predictions were, but I think it's going to be fun for No U.
I think, again, this is their opportunity to continue to solidify the lead that they are really extending for themselves. I think if No U wins this, they guarantee themselves, if they haven't already, they guarantee themselves a final spot.
Yeah.
So this is a big matchup for them. Now with that win, I think that would put them at 4-1. 5-1, I think, would guarantee that they make the finals. So this is a big one here for No U, and I think a bigger one for Vatra, because they're down there towards the bottom of the leaderboards. Another loss at this stage would make it really tough to make that sort of prodigal run for the finals. Well, let's take a look at the overall standings. I think we're going to this, or the overall schedule, I should say, as we're taking a look now at the No U Esports versus Vatra. We've had an epic night of matches. Unfortunate about that last one, but we're just going to keep on going through this and see if, hey, we've seen some maybe upsets tonight. Maybe that Odoto Stamina matchup was an upset. So who knows? Echo, Vatra, they could pull something out.
Of course Vatra could pull something out. We always see crazy things happen. We see things happen that we don't expect, and maybe some people do expect Vatra to take down No U. We really don't know, and the only way to really figure things out is to get on into the matches. So why don't we have Ash take us through these bans? And I think he's going to say something like, that's not surprising.
That is not surprising. These are the 4 guys. These are the 4 most banned brawlers in this tournament. Like, come on, Mortis, Brock, Buzz, Ash. Like, doesn't get any easier than that in terms of banning brawlers.
I think if you were to ask me to just ban 4 brawlers in a vacuum, no context, these are probably the 4 that I would ban, because they enable so much play. They're all individually strong, and what's scarier about them is in the hands of some of these top players like Elite, Lucky Bear, or Minwoong. They are absolutely disgusting. Like at my skill level, like big ol' 1v3 energy. But they're going up against Vatra here, Angel Yu, Javier, Sedbeat. Like, these are also incredibly high skill players, but I think they haven't really shown to the tippity top of their ultimate capabilities. They're actually still technically ahead in terms of these stats overall. But I think given the nature of who these teams have played against, how some of these matches have gone, Echo, I still slightly favor No U in this matchup.
I slightly favor them as well, and I'm a stats guy. I love stats, but it's not the be-all, end-all. I mean, the stats show you don't know who opponents were before. It's 2 weeks of stats. You don't know how long the games went. So there's a lot of things that you don't have control of in those stats. I don't think we can just say, the stats say this, so this is what to expect. It's a nice tool to use to anticipate some stuff, and I love that we have it, but we need to remember what it is actually telling us, and, it's not everything.
Yeah. Definitely, exactly. And remember, it's all about playing the objective, and I feel like that's what No U has been doing, and that's why they've been successful. They're #1, even in ladder phase. Remember the story last day? They went sweeping 11 games in a row. They won to take the #1 seed. This is. I love it. I love No U. Like they're such electric team. Like they got so many different plays. Like, they got players with specialties in different fields. I love it. They're a very exciting team.
That might be my favorite descriptor that I've heard yet to describe a Brawl Stars team. Electric. And I 100% agree. I think that is one of the best possible. I see the chain lightning between these players because they are cerebral. The way they're able to react not only to what their opponents are doing, but what their teammates are doing as well, help fill in and cover. And like we said in some previous games, every single individual player on the team has the ability to pop off at any given time. That clutch or kick factor, they are all clutch all day. Vatra have got their work cut out for them. But again, I think we haven't necessarily seen the peak of what this team can do. And I think this is sort of like the make or break night. It's week number 2. Like, you got to start to go now, because otherwise, Echo, the chances of making it to the finals, they'll start to slip away.
I agree with you on that, and I'll tell you what, there's no story better than No Use winning 11 in a row to make it here, taking the top spot. I mean, they really do have a great story to tell. It would be pretty cool to see how well they do. But right now, we have Vatra up top, and we have No You down below, and we're starting off in Hot Zone, Ash.
Yeah, and one thing we really know about Vatra is they love their range brawlers. They're a sharpshooting team. And look at that. Great control by them. They got the right side all opened up by Angel Yu. Still, it's going to be tough, I feel like, for them to overcome this. They got to take out Luki here, who's got, look at that, massive 10,900 health with this Frank. If he can juke around, dodge around, and get into the zone, he can push out that Colt. Did miss his super, unfortunately, there on the left side. Min Wong having a hard time dealing with the Sandy B combo. Togi with an excellent job helping his teammate with his attacks. Oh, looking beautiful for Vatra right now. Open area map for an open long-range comp.
I mean, I'm really impressed with what Vatra's doing right now. They
dominated here.
Yeah, they sure did dominate right there. I mean, there's no other way of putting it. I mean, we talked about, we said a lot about No You and about how great they were, but they just got smoked. So let's see if that can be changed up.
That's Vatra's specialty, and we've been seeing it so much, is their long-range sharpshooting brawlers. Togi, we know he loves his B, he loves his Piper, his Bell, of course, we see it often. Angel Yu, another player, you know, he's such a great Brock player, but Brock is banned this time. Brings in Colt, plays him so well, takes out the whole right lane, opens it up with his Colt, and just goes to town with him. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, they looked good. They looked really good right there. I mean, completely held down from the start to the end. And I mean, if they are going to do what InVerum says they need to do, which is basically make this a turnaround night where they really just, you know, take down that person at that team at the top of the leaderboards, really just show that they have earned the right to be here and start creeping your way up the leaderboard. I think that's what all teams need to start thinking about right now is they need to start, if they're in the bottom or even hanging out in the middle, time to start securing yourself. You need to be in the top 4 if you want to move forward towards the end of this event. And, you know, it's that time. It's time to start securing that, or at least putting yourself in better position. Yeah.
And this is where I want to see if Vatra's evolving. Are they going to continue to use this comp? Because I hope they don't. I hope they bring in something that counters, because we know that's what No You's gonna do. They're gonna go standard. That's what they did, going with Tick, Rico, and Surge. And this is where I was hoping Vatra would evolve, but they haven't. They decide to go with the same comp, and I feel like they're gonna have a harder time against this more conventional comp, especially with Tick, who's gonna be a problem if you're running brawlers like B.
Yeah, I mean, Tick is always a problem. When Tick is on the field, if you don't have a direct answer for Tick is going to be a problem. And Luki is doing a nice job right now, just spamming out the lanes. Is Slash going to be able to make his way in there? Luki's just doing, I mean, Min Wong holding down the left-hand side.
Yep.
Min Wong.
And we know just how great Luki is with his throwers. I can't believe he survived that, by the way, and then took out a Colt.
And gets a kill.
Get out of town, Luki. What was that, man?
He's looking good. I mean, this is a total turnaround right now. No You is looking strong. They have total control of both hot zones right now. Luki's going to continuously spam out his mines and make it really difficult for this Vatra team to advance. Although, look at Slash just dipping his toe in there. That's going to be it right there.
Wow.
A nice win for No You.
What was that? Lukey on the right side with Tick, no wall, no coverage, and he just takes the whole zone the entirety of the second half of that game. That was very impressive by No You. But also to get back to what I was saying earlier, I was hoping Vatra would switch that comp and not fall into this hole, because that's something that they haven't really improved on from past matchups, where I always see them, hey, they do well, but they stick with the same comp and then they get countered. I was expecting the comp No You ran was the exact comp I was expecting them to play. So I was hoping Thatcher would go with something like a tank heavy comp or something like, the comp No You ran in that first game would have been great against the Tick, Surge, Rico comp.
Well, hopefully they make that change. I mean, if you're sitting here being able to overlook this, them as pro players and really being at this level, they should be able to, think similar things. If they're noticing that this is happening time and time again, they'll do really well with a comp. They'll go with it again, but then it gets countered the second time. They need to recognize that that's happening and just switch things up. And it's really not the hardest thing, because they're clearly good with different comps for the same maps.
And the other thing to note here, Echo, is you get the logic. He's like, hey, we won with this comp, we'll just run it again. But this is the problem, because now you become predictable. Now No You is predicting you to change up your comp, which you most likely will. As look at this, see, they switched up their comp, right? So that makes you predictable. I was hoping No You would also switch things up, because remember, you're running the same comp twice, even when you're winning, you're allowing Vatra to choose a counter, right?
I think there's a time and a place to run the same comp and a time and a place to switch it up. I think there's definitely times where running the same comp can be beneficial, but you are right. You don't want to become, predictable. And right now, No You is in some trouble, because they are, getting taken down right there by Min Wong, though.
Yeah, Min Wong did use his teleport a bunch of times on the roughs, which is not safe, because of the sandbags can completely block you. And now Vatra is in a big lead, 75% to 33. It's not over yet, though, if No You can start getting some control. But man, they're having a really, really hard time here, especially with Angel Yu now able to spam his shots with Tick and just constantly keep control here. So massive job by Vatra to take this one and take the first take here. I was, again, with the same thing, surprised No You did not change their comp. We've seen it. We've been seeing, this is the pattern. First game, what happened? Vatra wins, No You switches their comp, counter comps, wins. Next game, Vatra right now, right? Switches to a comp to counter you, and that's what happens. They win. That Russ pick was great every single time. Destroyed Min Wong, teleporting through those walls, having the sandbags shield himself against Surge and counter him.
Let's bring InVerum back. See if are you as surprised as I am by that?
Togi. That play was sick. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm a little bit surprised, but more so, I talked about how I needed to see the Vatra gaming players just step up, just elevate their gameplay, push it to the next level. And boy, did they do that here. Yes, No You was able to, clap back, was able to counter. But I'm looking forward to us getting to that third game in particular, because it was looking real good for the Vatra side. It felt like once they got in control, No You just did not have an answer, did not have a response. Again, I think part of this comes down to what you guys were highlighting, the limitations of the compositions itself. Yes, okay. But also, Vatra in the end able to just continue to step up, go for the gutsy play, go for the risky play, and go for the outplay. Watch what Togi is able to do over the course of this. I mean, Ash, in particular, this is just high skill gameplay. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Wow, look at these stats. Look at these stats. 10 kills to 23. Vatra I mean, that's domination right there, if you ask me. As far as kills go, now this is an objective-based game, but when you're consistently respawning and not able to battle, it makes it hard to play the objective, and Vatra was in dominant control of that.
I mean, at this point, Ash, if you're coming back into it, other than, yes, maybe swap up some comps, maybe some of that base stuff, do you think there's something like fundamentally the team needs to do? Is it just calm down, play the game plan, or is it they got to start to go more aggressive here?
Well, looking at this matchup here, Poco with Edgar. Edgar is a very interesting choice. But man, Vatra throwing down the hammer here. That Frank pick was money, man. Like, Frank is a really good counter to Rosa. Also a great counter to Poco tank comp. It's as if Vatra predicted. It's as if they predicted them. Like, look at this.
Oh my God.
Just locking it in on the Poco. Wow.
I mean, yeah.
I'm very impressed by Vatra right now, Echo. It does seem like they've evolved. These are comps we haven't really seen Vatra run before. And yeah, they look very different to me.
Yeah, I'm not only
Look at this.
I'm impressed.
Look at this.
I'm surprised and impressed. I mean, wow. Frank is so slow, yet he just walks it in right past twice. I mean, past Poco, but still. Wow.
Thanks to his teammates clearing it out, removing the tank counters like B. So giving them an easy walk to the goal there.
That is I mean, you come through set number 1, you win it out. You come into set number 2, and you start out really strong. I mean, Vatra looking good. They're setting me up for being wrong on all of my predictions here tonight.
Wow.
Would be literally all of them, but it's still too early to do anything like that. But you said it. The evolution is really fun to watch because, to be honest with you, Vatra, from what I've seen in the past, It was always, they never really dominated. They do have a few wins, but it was never like, wow, that team is going to be number one. But if they look like early on, like you mentioned, evolving. There's no better word. Definitely,
we're starting to see more diversity in their comps. That's the biggest thing that pops into. Like, we've never seen them come up with these types of comps for like just first predicting your opponent to run the Poco tank comp. Second, countering that with the perfect brawlers B, and then Frank. This is the first time we've seen Frank, by the way, in Brawl Ball, and this was like perfectly utilized right there to counter Rosa lane, and also just the combination of Poco with Rosa
and Frank again. But now Poco, Rosa, Frank. So it's a healer double tank. They got Max. Okay, can they handle this though?
Yes. This Frank, man, Frank is absolutely deadly, especially because No You Esports has no answer for Frank again with their comp. Oh man. Mitsuya is gonna grab the ball. He could actually just walk it. He could just walk it. Yeah,
God.
He could spin around too if he wants. But no, he's gonna
spin around, do a few spins. No, when I said can they handle this, I meant No You. I said can No You handle this comp? I don't think they can.
They can't. You can't handle this. Oh man, Mitsuya with the hammer, and then Angel Q. There's no way to stop him.
Oh my God!
They got no tank counter. They have no counter to this.
They actually did a good defense right there. Lukey doing a decent job, but here.
There.
Oh my God.
Still though, how are you gonna stop this? You can't. Mitsuya, you can again spin around if you want to, like I said. But they're gonna finish right there. Absolutely no tank counter. Echo, no tank counter by No You Esports.
InVerum, can you believe that? There was no tank counter, and yes, I'm feeling the same way that you look right now.
So I take the ball and I walk it into the net.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, it's just that apparently I've been playing Brawl Ball wrong this whole time. My Poco walks behind me, he goes heal, and then I just walk it in. Are you kidding me? Mitsuya just made that look easy. Mitsuya was playing a different game than everyone else. All right?
And it was done so fast. I feel like the highlights are just playing the whole match over again because it was literally Mitsuya grab the ball, walk it into the goal. grab the ball. That's it. Unbelievable.
Oh, man. Look again. Just grab and just walk it.
I mean,
Spin if you want. No, he started. You saw what he did right there. He
yeah,
started
the
that.
little wiggle there at the end. I saw it. I mean, look, at this point, like Vatra they just need to win one more set in all of this. And if they keep coming out with these absolutely brilliant compositions, you know what I mean? I love the killer instinct.
14-to-1 ratio. Are you kidding?
Look at the damage. The damage is identical.
But
The healing.
wow.
Yeah. Unbelievable. We saw the same thing in the first round as well. Vatra with a lot more kills than No You. This is 2 sets in a row that we've seen the kill count just be astronomical for Vatra over No You.
I'm just surprised, I guess is the word. I mean, I just appreciate the killer instinct there. You know what I mean? Like knowing you have exactly enough HP to just walk the ball into the net. I mean, No You was playing Brawl Ball and, Vatra's out there in the Squid Game. They just had no hesitation, all right? Zero. Just ruthless to go for that win. And Ash, I mean, if they can keep this up, chuck our predictions out the window. Oh, maybe if you're Echo, chuck your predictions out the window because this night has been crazy.
Listen, it's all about the Brawl Stars. I'll sacrifice my predictions for a good show anytime, and right now we're definitely getting it. And Vatra, let's see if they can do the same type of thing here in Siege as we're in Factory Rush. But right now, it looks like
Vatra is going to get the first push.
Yeah, but as we say, are they going to get control?
Slash got his super, so that's something you got to be careful of when you're dealing with a Belle. You don't want to give her a super because right there Slash was hunting for. He was hunting for that super to drop on the bot. It's gonna make it easier for them to defend, which was big right there. 2-to-1 ball now, and now all No You needs is just some control, grab a few bolts, get a push. They also got a Barley, by the way. Luki's Barley. Now Barley is a massive pick right there. It's gonna make it a lot easier on offense. So looking really good for No You right now, especially having Barley on the spike side. That's a tough matchup for Mitsuya.
Totally. And what I'm seeing right now is No You having a pretty dominant control of the middle right here. They're gonna get a nice heavy bot. I mean, what Vatra has to do is they have to pick bolts and they have to get a final push. That's their only shot. And I think they're gonna be able to do a solid defense here, but they can't go all in on D.
Right. That's the thing. That's the no, and that's what they're doing right here. They're going too much on defense. That's what we've seen like in the previous week. Why Vatra was struggling on Siege was they just commit too much on defense, not enough on regaining control. Right here, Mitsuya has to win this matchup against Minwoo to have any chance.
Yeah, and now it's a 2-on-1 over there as well. That's gonna be tough.
That's just gonna need full control right now. No, it's over. 8-3 bolt differential with 7 seconds. That's gonna do it. That's gonna give No You Esports this victory in Siege. Just showing how strong No You is together in Siege.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Vatra didn't look so hot on Siege. I mean, they definitely should have gotten more. They needed to worry a heck of a lot more about grabbing bolts than they did stopping that bot, knowing that that third and final push was what it would all come down to.
I think No You just played it so well, especially on defense. You saw how they played defense. There was only one person, Echo. Only one person shooting at the bot. And that was Minwoo, who was the Leon. He was shooting at the bot on defense. Slash, all he needed to drop his super, Bell super target on the bot. One person on defense, focus on control, and that's why they won. They just played it better. And then for Vatra's side, they keep falling into this hole where every time they're defending, they have too many of their teammates too committed on it. Too much commitment on defense. And I don't know if they're learning from that, but it's resulting in losses from not just this, but their past Siege games as well.
Well, hopefully they're hearing that from you, and I'm sure they're seeing it from themselves. I mean, they are top-level players, but they need to be able to do something about it.
Yeah.
They need to be able to make that change.
Yeah, like another note to make is like Mitsuya, like getting cornered on the left side with Spike. I don't know, what are you doing right there with Spike? You're not going to be able to overcome that mismatch, especially against Luki, one of the best thrower players. Like, you're just not going to win a mismatch against one of the best thrower players in the game like that with the Spike. So you should be on the other side, right? Your Stu should be probably on the Barley side there. So like a bunch of things right there. Have the right like lane matchup, right? That's one thing. And then the other thing is like, don't overcommit on defense.
Well, I anticipate a big change, and oh, look who we're seeing over here.
Yeah, we're seeing Squeak now, but
I've never seen Squeak.
Yeah, also we got Stu on Barley's side. Now Angel does not have the breakdown gadget, so he's not going to be able to deal with the Barley as comfortably as he'd like. And not only that, Noyu's going to get the initial push here, which is big, you know, especially having Luki with the Barley. They're going to get significant damage regardless of how well, you know, you don't need a wall breaker. That's the thing. When you have Barley, you don't need a wall breaker because most of your offense is just going to be able you're going to be able to shoot over the wall. So right now, check this out. Luki's going to drop that super, significant damage. And the best part is they're going to be able to maintain control afterwards right here.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest key. That's the biggest thing that I've learned from all of this is about the control after the push. And when you can maintain that control and you don't get too aggressive on the push itself. But Min Wong, is he able to stay alive? He is. Grabbing two bolts right there.
Yeah, we remember Min Wong and his Leon, right, from previous week. This guy is a beast with Leon, the plays he can make. And now they're going to get another push. This is going to be very, very difficult for Vatra because mainly Togi does not have his Bell super. And they didn't even give him his super. That could be game right there, Echo. I think that is game right there. I'm going to just call it right now.
You're that confident. You're calling game right now. I'm confident.
Yeah, I'm calling it. it.
Min Wong's in there too. Man, you know, I don't even think it matters what brawler Min Wong plays. He's just solid. And he's always like a spectacle and a highlight and something to talk about. But something else to talk about is that No You Esport, well, they just won a set. And they took their first step to not being swept, first of all, but to just hopefully be able to, for them, win out this match. Let's bring back InVerum. InVerum, they looked a lot better that time around now, didn't they? Pretty dominant even.
Night and day. Night and day. Map control, biggest difference there. And play again, play. I feel like Siege consistently is one of these ones where we can totally flip scripts. It doesn't matter which way. We saw it earlier. I mean, it was Tribe Gaming as well. We're like, okay, I guess other way. This is how this is going to go. Because I think you're 100% right. After the push, how you play off of that, and I just think it takes a really strong IGL or in-game leader to make the call about like when are we pushing, when are we defending, when are we prioritizing, body blocking on the bot, when are we going to feel comfortable, letting our Ike take additional damage, when are we going to prioritize picking up bolts. There's a lot of really beyond gut instinct play calls. You have to be doing mental math in your head at like 1,000,000 miles a minute. And in the end, No You just looked really good there. And yeah, from potentially getting swept to reverse sweeping. As we take a look at the stats now, Ash, I mean, if you're a fan of No You, got to be smiling at this one.
Yeah, for sure, man. Both of these games, No You were in full control. Both Siege games, they just played it perfectly, I'd say. There was this one moment in that first game of Siege where they had to be on the defensive end, but they defended it very well, beautifully. And just took it home. I felt like Luki was the biggest difference maker with this Barley, giving that added control, winning his lane every single time. First on the Spike side on the first game, and then the second game against Stu, being able to also destroy Stu's speed gadget, right, that he can place behind walls with your Barley. So that was a big advantage.
I have to say, that was the first set that Vatra didn't have a massive advantage there as far as kills and damage and all that. So if I'm a fan of Vatra, I want to see them on the aggressive right now. And it looks like they're starting off in that position. Mitsuya over there with that Tara. I love that play. How do you like the comps right here?
Yeah, I like what Vatra's doing here. If you're No You Esports, you shouldn't be too worried, especially with Min Wong. He's going to get his super very soon, by the way. He's running supercharged star power, so as he's walking around, could freely charge his super. But he's also got to be careful because he's also holding the target from Bell super.
I mean, that was a nice clear out there of mid by No You. I thought that Mitsuya was going to be taking out Luki, but Luki came through with that super and won that battle with barely any health left, maintaining the position in the middle, being able to have No You
Look at Angel.
keep that control.
You seeing what Angel's doing, sneaking all the way to the left side? I love it. It's great because also your teammate Terra has pull, has her super. So if Terra can get one good pull right there, that's a great pull. That is gonna get a good kill, and then the shadows to use as body block to shield yourself. That was magnificently well played. And then we got Angel Lee on the left side, full control with his Rico. Vatra looking very strong right now. Another shadow play to keep Luki back. Not only that, Min Wung still targeted by Bell's super, so he's gotta be very conservative with his style of play because he's gonna be taking so much damage, 33% more damage than usual.
I love what Mitsuya was doing, completely staying out of range of Luki, doing a great job over there in the bush, and is gonna be able to get the kill right here on Slash. Slash does go down by Togi. Nice play.
Mitsuya, by the way.
Again, Mitsuya, yeah, he's crushing it over there on the right hand side. He's winning that battle. He's got a super as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's about to get a super. He did get a super, and now he can also pretty much secure this game because Min Wung's not gonna be able to make any plays with his max. Mitsuya doesn't even need to use his super, actually. He's gonna just hold on to it. Or
I don't know,
right here,
use
but
it.
it doesn't
It's fun.
matter. It's fun. Exactly. And Vatch is going to take the first game in this gem grab set. So they're just one game away now from taking this matchup. Wow.
They are, and they were aggressive. And I feel like Vatra is a team that's going to always be in your face. That's how they pull through their wins. They're not the team that's going to sit back and pull in the victories that way. I feel that they need to play aggressive, and when they're able to do that, they're able to win. If you look back at the Siege, that's the game where they were not on the aggressive. They weren't able to pull in those kills to keep their team, the opponents, respawning,
right.
and they lost that one. This time around, I don't know what the exact kill count was. We'll see those stats later, but they were in control. They got the kills, they maintained control in the middle, and they were able to pull in the victory in that round. One more round one, and Vatra is going to pull in an upset, I would call it.
Yeah, for sure. Man, Togi's such a great Bell player, by the way. We see it time and time again. Such a great mid player with Bell, Piper, whatever you give him, any long range in his hand, he's going to play it very well. And then Mitsuya always coming in clutch with those brawlers on the lane. He always plays the lanes, by the way, always like a brawler, like a Spike, Terra, Amber. Like he's the lane guy. He's their lane specialist. And then you got Angel Yu, who can do multiple things. Can go lane, go long range. They got a great, solid team and lots of role players.
Yeah, I would agree. But let's see what they could do right now, because this could be the final round of the evening. We have Min Wung coming through with the Leon. We have Splash with the Bell and Luki with Tara. Angel Yu. We got a Pam? What?
Yeah.
Mitsuya with the Pam. I love it.
Mitsuya with the Pam. Man, Pam is so underrated, Echo. She's so strong, especially on this map. And she's super underrated. By the way, Min Wung with his specialty, Leon such... We know just how good Min Wung is with Leon, by the way. Look at that, taking Rico down, using super Invisi heal, healing back up. And then he can also take out this Pam, by the way. This thick Pam he can take out if he wants to. He is going to use his super, which is going to allow him to heal back. But as you can see
Pam.
I feel like
Pam's got to get in his face. She's got to get in his face, just drop those shots right into his gullet. That way he can get taken down, because she has such a spread. You know, when she's too far away, it's such a spread. Sorry to cut you off there, Ash. It's all you.
Nope, exactly. But look at Min Wung. Chaining supers. I know I've been talking about Min Wung this whole game, but bro, he's killing everybody out here. Taking everyone down. You gotta give props to that.
He's definitely looking good, and Luki is just hiding right here, about to take down Togi. Had no idea he was even there. Angel Yu is about to get pulled as well, gets taken down. Man, Luki is looking hot right now, and that's it. That's it. No You holds on. They are surviving, holding on, making this one go to a final round to see who's going to pull in this set. And if it's No You, well, then we're going to be tied up 2-2, and it's going to go to the final one. So let's see what's going to go. What's your prediction here, though, for Vatra? What is Vatra? Well, we know what they need to do, but what comp should they come through with to just just
Well,
steamroll their opponent.
Definitely not something weak to Leon. Leon completely wrecked them this game.
Yeah.
That has to be their number one on the list. If I see them running a comp that's weak to Leon, I'm going to be so disappointed because we know Minwon is coming in with Leon. I'm going to give you a 99.9% chance of like confidence that I'm going to say Minwon is bringing in the Leon again. So how do you counter that, right? Well, spawners. Spawners are great against Leon. Bring in that Jesse, maybe that turret play. Like, I don't know, maybe healer. Poco, remember? Not banned. Let's
Amber?
See. No.
I
don't like.
You're not loving it.
Does not, but look at Minwon. He did not go Leon. Interesting. Okay.
Okay, maybe he's trying to play a little bit of head games there. Maybe they're just thinking that they're anticipating the Leon. Amber by Mitsuya, though, huh? And Luki with the Rosa.
Yeah, Amber's gonna be great. Amber and Ems, those are two great lanes to deal with Rosa. Slash, though, look at him sneaking all the way at the top. There's a speed support, and then Luki's gonna go all in with that Rosa, unable to win that matchup. Angel U, by the way, with that Ems, it's gonna be huge advantage having Ems against the Max Rosa combo. It's the best brawler to counter it, by the way.
Yeah, and putting some damage in right now as well.
Too aggressive.
Look at that, not getting the kill though on that. And lots of damage thrown, but no kill.
Yeah, that was just too aggressive by Angel U right there. He thought he could, I guess, double team him, but I think he should have taken his time and getting too close. And then using his gadget to push Luki back. Should be able to get him. They're nice teamwork. Tailgate coming in with the help.
Yeah, they're looking good right now. Slash is going to be all alone, snuck up on, but not taken out. Still holding onto those gems. Vatra needs to gain control. I feel like they're not staying in that lane. Angel U just trying to figure out where the other teammates are, not knowing if they're hiding in the bush or not. Oh, one more shot on Luki.
Togi's gonna be able to stay alive.
And he gets it. He gets it.
This is a really close game, by the way, Echo, and I think the biggest thing to know right now is Angel is out of gadgets. He's not going to be able to make any pushbacks. He does have his super here, and he's in very good position with his M's. Luki's going to sneak, though. You don't want Luki to sneak in like that, but at the same time, Luki's very far away from Slash, so Slash not going to be able to support speed as Luki trying to sneak in from the back. He's going to get quickly shut down, though, because without that speed support, you're not going to be able to do much, and then Slash having a hard time maneuvering himself, but he managed to stay alive, which is big. And then there's a speed support. There's a speed support. Luki's gonna come in. There's a super. What is going on, Echo? Luki's gonna take. Are you kidding me? Is he gonna be able to?
But that's it. One shot. One shot. He gets taken down. Tony's got it.
It's not over. It's 9-11. There's plenty of time for No You Esports to reset the countdown, Echo.
Oh man. Talk about not wanting to end it here. Angel U gets taken down by Min Wong as well.
Are you kidding me? How the tables have turned right now.
Stalemates right here. No You in control. They have mid. They have the gems.
They got to go aggro.
It now needs to be a kill.
Go aggro. They got to go aggro here. Luki's that's game.
They can't.
Luki's gonna use the super. That is game. Oh my goodness! Wow. Are you kidding me? Vatra should have had this game. Wait. Oh no, he couldn't pick up one. Yeah, there wasn't.
Wow. No You just denying going down. This is gonna push us to the final match. Let's bring back InVerum. What a way to end things out for the night. This being our last matchup going until the final 5th set.
I mean, yeah, what a way to close it out. Going to the ace match, the potential reverse sweep, which, given that it's No You Esports, the Uno Reverso logo, I don't know why I'm even remotely surprised. But this was a sick match. This one was a dance. This one was a ballet. It was a symphony of skills. It was both teams pushing to the max, trying to mind game one another, trying to see exactly how much health or damage, gadgets, supers, everything. It came down to the line here. These final moments, yeah, Luki goes down, but because of the space they're able to create, No You was able to take back mid control, and from here, Vatra could not recover, not having any more of those gadgets, not being able to keep back the Rosa. Luki just could be unleashed in the late game, the power of that brawler, and I think Ash, that's where this really just started to fall apart.
Yeah, man, that opening, It was definitely a choke job by Vatra, by the way. They allowed Slash to flank in from the right without taking him down, letting him survive. You gotta take him out. You gotta take him out, because if you don't, that's what happened. Slash supporting Luki with that speed, being able to escape with just enough gems and reset the countdown. Look at how...
And things here were fairly even as well. I mean, a lot more damage being done by Vatra, but the kills were fairly even. Now, just watching that replay, did you notice that that gem that spawned another half of a second and it would have tied things up again? So close.
That was one of the closest gem grab match, like back and forth, like just insane. Like
It was good.
I'm out of breath.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That was a tough one. And look, again, everything we talked about before the start of this match, every single player needing to show that they could go clutch, teams needing to prove that they could go to this next level. This is what it comes down to. Both teams have shown us either one of these teams could very easily deserve the win here. Echo, Ash, let's go into Bounty. Let's go into set number 5.
Yeah, I think this is the best way to end things out too. This being the final set. It's Bounty. It's about kills. The objective is to kill your opponent. You have a mirror matchup right now. Who's going to get the advantage? Angel, you grabbing the first blue star and starting off with that advantage. And I mean, Ash, we've seen Vatra with the aggression. Does that lend them an advantage here?
I feel like it's going to come down to the nannies here, especially if you can get an early super and target the enemy Piper. It's going to give you a big advantage. But we know Vatra, they're a really good sharpshooting team. It's what they specialize in, and this is a great map for them to possibly finish it. But Noyu Esports, they are they have the momentum, let's just say that, because they won the last 2 sets, and they could, the counter homemade super on the Piper. And fortunately for Vatra, though, they got the blue star, so they're still in control over this game.
Yeah, they are, and it looks like they're beginning to get a little bit of control. It's a big back and forth here in the middle. I thought momentarily they were going to be able to start backing up their opponent, but now Luki's going on up with his super as well. Dropping in the tick head, anything right there? Oh, Togi stays alive. Gets behind the wall. Another tick head incoming on Luki, but he uses his shield, stays safe. Still,
He gets him. He gets the Piper. He got him.
I missed it.
Yeah, you missed it. It wasn't on screen, but he did. He maneuvered himself around the wall and got Minwon. So now Vatra does have a 2-star lead, but they still gotta be careful. It's only a 2-star. There's 7 seconds left. They just gotta get behind the wall at this point because there's only 3 seconds. They're gonna take it.
Oh, wow. Vatra doing exactly what they needed to do. Yep. Aggressive, but safe at the same time. They weren't overly aggressive there. It was a very much back and forth in the center, but something we didn't see there was Noyu come in with that final push towards the end. We always see that in Bounty, and we didn't see it here, where the team that wins will start to retreat, and then we always worry because they get stuck in the corner, and you're like, are they going to get hit? Are they not? But that time they really didn't get pushed back too much.
Yeah, I mean, that has to do with like how well Vatra was playing their lanes, their nanny winning the lane, and then Togi every single time, just not allowing the enemy Piper to move up. Just so well played by Vatra. And the thing is, Echo, they got to be confident. They got to be feeling confident right now, even though the past 2 sets, they can just forget about that. Because right now, they know that they're going to stick with the same comp, and they know that their enemy team in this map, this particular map, Shooting Star, you don't really have many options.
Yeah, I assumed the same thing, and that's exactly what we get. Who's going to play it better? We only need Vatra to get themselves 1 more win, and they take the entire match. We have Noyu. They need to double up 2 in a row.
Yeah, so they did make some changes in terms of who's playing the brawler. So Elite is trying his hands on Piper as Togi with double kill. Man. This is what makes Togi so good as a sharpshooter. He's so good with Piper.
And look at Piper opening up the map, so now Noyu doesn't have any place to hide. Oh, Luki gonna eat that bomb, but now taking out more and more wall. Now it's all just open space. I foresee Vatra going ham on them right now, really starting to sneak up, push them back into their spawn. Angel, you need to start throwing some mines out there. He's doing that exactly. Piper playing a nice one as well over there on the right-hand side, taking down the tick head. Togi doing a nice job.
Yeah, and don't forget Mitsuya doing a pretty good job and not allowing Minwon to get those hits. Because remember, once you let Nani go with that peep, that's tough to deal with. Mitsuya, I think he's having connection issues. He's not moving.
Oh, no.
He's in the return to sender, but he's going to go down right there. He wasn't moving for a while. Might be having some connection issues.
Well, that's not what he wants right there, but nice kill by Angel Yu. Oh, man. Taking the blue star as well. That is not a good position for them right now, although they do have... They're down on the kills. They have the blue star, which is never something you want to give up.
Right, but Min Wong is very low. He does have his super, but same thing with the other Nanny, right? With Mitsuya, with his Nanny. He's gonna go for a Piper. Good play right there. Oh, not what you want to do if you're Min Wong. You don't want to go after a tick because of the shields right there. So Vatra looking so good right now. 8-star lead. They're gonna take this home, Echo.
That's it. That's it. It's going to Vatra. Wow. Back and forth throughout the entire match. 2 for Vatra, 2 for No You, and then Vatra finishing it on up and taking down the top dog so far in this competition. InVerum, No You, they got the forfeit win the match before this, and then they lost this one to Vatra. InVerum, come on back. Don't be shy.
I want to remind everybody that you're watching the ESL Mobile Challenge and nothing is set in stone. I don't care if you're the team up at the top. I don't care if you're a team down there at the bottom. You qualified here. You are one of the top 8 teams in all of NA, and we saw it here. Both squads had moments of brilliance. Both squads had pop-off plays. Both squads had stellar teamwork, fantastic synergy, great communications, great compositions, but in the end, Vatra Gaming Gold went just a little bit bigger, and you called it, Echo, when they turned up the aggression, when they weren't afraid to just push the limit. This is where we saw this team really start to excel. And after this, after 5 fantastic sets, they were able to get the win they so desperately need if they want to make a run towards the ESL Mobile Challenge Finals. Echo, this is exactly the kind of match I wanted to end the night.
Yeah, I think this is a really great one. The only one to make it, I believe, all the way to 5 different sets and exciting back and forth. No one wanted to lose this one. No, you wanted to maintain that top spot, although they may still be in the top position. We'll have to look at the leaderboards in a little bit. But, I mean, Vatra, look at this. 77 kills to 50. The damage is more. Fairly even on the healing, but I think we learned something tonight. When Vatra gets to play their game, which is the aggression game, they have a good chance of pulling in a victory, and they did a beautiful job of that tonight. I'm impressed with them, and I really enjoyed watching them play, even though they finished off me having 0% on my predictions tonight.
0. Seriously, Echo?
Yeah, man. Yeah. O.O plays later off camera, though.
I actually feel like that's statistically harder. Like that's to go like 5-0. I almost did that. They messed me up too at the end there. But like to go 5-0 is one thing, but to go 0-5, like that's also like that's statistically as hard. But that just goes to prove, like we watch these teams play every week. We see these players. We know these players, and we still can't necessarily predict how this is going to go. I predicted what probably would have been considered upsets. And that's just where we're at, Echo. So don't be upset. If anything, we should be celebrating how good these teams are showing. And again, we'll hopefully we'll get the stats updated here at the end of the overall leaderboard updated in a second. Because Ash, we need to take a look at these final standings.
Yeah, No You Esports still at the top even after that loss. O.O not too far away, only 1 loss by them. They have more opportunities to take the first seed next week. Tribe Gaming, man, that's the biggest story, winning both their matches. That was big. They defeated O.O and Stamina today, placing them number 3. They were previously at number 6. But look at Stamina dropping down to number 7, losing both their matches today. That's tough.
Yeah. And Vatra moving up to that number 4 position. So just from that win alone, giving them a little bit of better positioning. But yeah, a lot of big changes here tonight. Tribe jumping up, as well as Stamina dropping down. 2 things that we probably didn't expect to be as much. Tribe winning both, moving up to number 3 spot. It looks good.
There's so many teams in the middle, and that's where my eyes are right now. So many teams in that 2, 3, 4 win range. Oh my goodness. Depending on how things go next week, the potential tie breaks, all the craziness, the shenanigans to make it into the finals. Oh me, oh my, this is gonna be sick. We have had so much great Brawl Stars, and this is super exciting. Like, I love the fact that everything's not just a blowout. Everything's not guaranteed, because where's the fun in that? If you go in every night and you know who's gonna win every match, you know who's gonna win every game, that's no fun at all. But instead, we're getting 8 fantastic teams going toe-to-toe here in the challenge, and I absolutely love to see it. I also love to see you guys hit that exclamation point TikTok in the chat. Go give a follow over there. Still putting on some fantastic content. Going to continue. Maybe some clips from tonight, because there certainly were some highlight moments worth showing off there. But yeah, that's it for us here for Brawl Stars on this lovely Wednesday evening. Clash of Clans. We'll be back tomorrow. And I can't wait to see what we can do over there as well. I can be back as well. And for the rest of you, Ash, everyone else, we'll see you all next week. So have a fantastic night. We'll see you soon.
Feel the lights, see the stage, hear the vibe. Pumped up to get ready for the fight. Big dreams, one chance, be the star. I'm the winner coming out of the dark. No fear, getting ready for the ride. Yeah, stepping into the light. No limit, aim high. No limit, the prize is mine.
Step out as a motivator. Let them know that the weight's up. That's how we know when we level up. Ay, that's how we know when we level up.
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up.
Especially with Tyree, look at him. He's got the walkie. He's got the walkie.
All we know about is level up.
Oh, he is got the walkie. Wow.
It's time, get up.
Back against the wall, still I'm standing tall. Know about the ball, I got my fan with me. Oh, we know the ball to empty out the mouth. The chosen one they call, I take my fan with me. Know about it if you tell, know you're breaking calls. Want your credibility and all fall like dominoes. Can you really take a stance? All I wanna know. Need me real ones when it's time to go. Stepping in, elevator. Listen to all the haters. That's all we know when we level up. Yeah, that's all we know when we level up.
Level up. All we know about